What's up? What's going on? Okay, we have two people watching us, Vasily. How are you, my man? How's the
Good.
Rossoneri, how you call it, population?
Population, man. It's called population, bro.
Rossoneri population.
Population is good, man.
It's
Just
good?
staying busy, man. I have to work this week. I didn't take any days off, but
Oh,
this afternoon I worked from home, so I was more like that's why I was asking you guys earlier.
what do you do for a living?
I work in excuse me, man. I work in
No worries.
like a financial kind of industry. So I work for this company, and it's like a local, well-known company in the city and the state where I live,
Mm-hmm.
and we help small business owners, and predominantly we focus on like minorities and women. So
Okay.
so I do
Are you
a lot of like financial stuff, man.
you borrowing money or just helping
No,
them with their
besides giving money, we do like help them with business plan. We have classes, how to run business, accounting, stuff like that, man. So
Okay,
it's a
that's cool.
different departments, but I work in operations, so I deal more with paperwork. I deal with some people. But predominantly it's over the phone. I would say,
Yeah, yeah,
especially
you are
especially now, especially
yeah,
now, man.
you're on the background and you can work from home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, Forza Milan, Joel, Cristo V, Hamza is here as well. We have a few people, five people watching the live. Sorry, guys. So this is calciomercato.com. So all the calciomercato news from Italy. Let's go to what's going on for AC Milan. What they say here. So the first news. There is a news saying that the Serie A is in trouble in terms of money, cash, no cash flow in Serie A. So that's why the market is going to be a bit, the transfer market is not going to be incredible. Oh, safe man, join us, join us. And there's some rumors, Barak from Verona. Now we have a guy coming from West Ham. So I don't know. There's a lot of players. And news saying that Kessie is really close to sign for Tottenham. So things are happening, man. Do you think Kessie is gonna be an AC Milan player for the next 6 months, or he's leaving? What do you guys think in the comment? It's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen with Kessie. I think he's leaving. I think he's not an AC Milan player anymore. When he comes back from the AFCON, he is a Tottenham player. Man, I was asking you, do you think KC is going to be an AC Milan player? The news are saying that he's going to sign for Tottenham.
I
D-
said it. I said it like a couple of months ago that Casey's gone. So he turned out to be, which is he's right. I'm not criticizing. He wants to be like he wants to earn money. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and we cannot give him 8 million, dollars or euros. It's impossible. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I I would say that right now, like 95% he's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the same. I don't know
And
if
to
it's
be
gonna be
honest,
Tottenham.
and to be honest, this season the way he's been playing, I'm not gonna miss him that much.
Yeah, I feel the same.
I
I don't think
thank
we're gonna
him.
miss
I
him.
thank him for whatever he's done for Milan, but I'm not gonna sit here and cry. And as long as he does it professional matter and moves somewhere not in Italy, I will be cool with it, man. Especially if we can get some money for him in winter's transfer market, if that's what's gonna happen. I mean, if we can get like 10, 15 million, maybe even 20. That would be great. You know,
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna happen. Hopefully it's gonna happen. Some people are saying Kessie will leave. Hamza is saying that Kessie will leave in the summer. Uh, I'm not sure about the summer, man. As I said, the way he celebrated the last goal, I feel like he's ready to go. He even cut his hair, completely bald now.
good for him.
So
Good for him, man. You know, I think we're gonna go for Sanchez. We have Aldi. We, I mean, there's good replacements for him, man. It's not like he's irreplaceable, man. A
yeah,
lot of a
I
lot,
feel you.
a lot of people thought that way about Donnarumma. Like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Like, the best keeper in generation. Shit, man. Magnan is doing just fine, man. Just fine. I honestly I forgot about Donnarumma. I don't read about him. Only time I hear about him is here in this forum, man. People bring him up.
That's a great point here. Joel is asking, are we gonna be the Italian Dortmund
Right
and
now,
give
unfortunately,
away players?
I feel like, man, at this point, until we get the stadium going, until we play in Champions League every year, at least for next 2 3 years, unfortunately, we might lose some players, man. Like from starting 11, and that's just how football is, man. And Milan is financially, I mean, we can't compete with certain teams, so people just need to understand and just live with it for now, and just look at the future, man. Like the future is pretty good, so no matter what, man.
I'm um I'm a bit more optimistic on that side. I don't think we're gonna be you know the Italian Dortmund because at the end depends on the ambition of the club. I think we have still the ambition to win the Serie A. Even if we sell our best players, we're gonna replace them to win the Serie A. And Milan and the fan base is bigger than the Dortmund fan base, so we have more commercial potential to keep our players a bit longer and to win with our players before we sell them. That's the thing. But Roy and Saif is in the house here.
What's
Unbelievable.
what's up, guys?
Unbelievable.
What's
Unbelievable.
up, man? What's up? There was no one. Now it's Roy and Saif. I hope we have at least 10 viewers after Saif and
You know
Roy
what? We
join
I
us.
didn't see a notification, but no notifications went out. I'm not sure why.
It,
No,
it,
there was no notification actually.
it came on my phone, the notification.
Really?
So YouTube is going against us, guys.
Yeah,
So we
the
need
algorithm. The
the,
algorithm.
the algorithm.
It's
It
because of
doesn't
the. It's
care
all.
about
It's
us.
because of the seal, bro. It's because of the seal.
Yeah, that's definitely because of me, man.
No doubt.
They saw us still. They say, you know what? Let's not send a notification to anyone. Anyway, Saif, man, what do you want to say about this Kessie news going close to Tottenham?
First of all, is it like from an official source, or like many sources are saying the same thing, or
It's calciomercato.com. So they
well,
say there is a good chance that he's going to Tottenham
well,
this January, basically.
I'm not gonna lie, it's very disappointing. I know that it's the wrong thing sometimes to hold on a lot to a player, or like getting emotionally attached to players, because at the end of the day, the team is bigger, the club is bigger than just Kessie or even Maldini.
Yeah.
AC Milan is bigger than these guys, but it's so disappointing because he became one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player, and I really thought that we could we could have built a team around this guy, because for me, I at least he's that special, and he showed it last season. It's just disappointing what we have to deal with the reality of football at the moment, in terms of how agents control everything, and how players. But again, this also goes back to how players prefer the Premier League nowadays. How they would rather go to Tottenham, you know, a team that is like what, seventh, sixth, But I
No,
don't know. This whole Premier League thing seems very appealing to many top players at the moment, and rightly so. But going back to Kessie, it's very disappointing because I really liked him as a player. For me, even when he's off form, I think he is still the best midfielder we have got. And in many games, even in his worst, you know, when he plays the worst, he managed to score a goal or he makes something. I know he has had terrible games, but he is that type of player which creates something out of nothing in particular moments. But it's gonna be sad to letting him go, but we have to move on because he's not staying at all.
Jesus, man, you're talking like he's like part of your family, man.
yeah,
No,
man.
no.
You're talking like he won a
Fuck, dude.
Champions League just the other day.
No,
Like,
no, listen. Okay, he hasn't won anything, but you see certain players, and you really thought that you could have built a team around them. Him or Theo or Leao. This is the core of the team. This is the great potential, and it's disappointing. After all these years, seeing him leave even on a free or like 10 million or 15 million, it's disappointing.
mm. I would say I'll be honest with you. I don't have any player that I'm so in love with AC Milan to think like, oh, it would be lovely to build a team around that player. I
I
don't
had
think
a
it's
few
anyone.
players. One was Donnarumma, the other one was Çalhanoğlu.
Shut up. See, trolling. Let me answer this comment here. Let me answer this comment. So Hamed just got for Christmas is a new AC Milan shirt, and he's asking which name he should put on the back. Listen, I'll
Krunic.
tell you. No, I'll tell you my name. You should put my name on that back.
Damn.
Put
Yeah,
my name.
yeah. That's it. Gangster.
Or put a Rossonari TV on the back, or Rossonari, or put something, or put like Maldini #3. But don't put any of these motherfuckers that play for us. None of them deserves it. They haven't win
You know,
nothing
you
at the
know,
moment.
you know the worst thing is
Harsh,
in the
harsh.
in the summer where we got Bonucci, Andre Silva. When I was in Milan, I actually got two shirts, Bonucci and Andre Silva. And 2 seasons in, they were both gone. And after that, I swore I will not even Ibrahimovic. I will never get a player with a shirt with a certain player name, just my name.
Exactly. When they
Yeah.
retire, when they leave, when years pass by, you can buy one of them just to remember those moments. Like I bought the Kaká one, the white one, when we won the Champions League in 2007. But now there is no point. These are a bunch of idiots, man. They don't have a brain, so
Woo.
don't
Woo.
give too much love to them.
Harsh words.
Roy, what do you want to say about this shirt thing?
Put your name on it, my man. That's what you should do. Put your name on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. As far as the Kessie thing, I've already accepted it. I mean, for me, I already dealt with that a long time ago. I think my only concern with Kessie is this: if he goes, he needs to be replaced right away with top-notch midfielder. That's my only
Yes.
concern.
Exactly. Yes.
I think we all agree on that, and I think Renato Sanchez is a good replacement.
Yes, that would be nice.
But it looks like we're going for Botman, this Dutch guy. That's the priority. So
No, I think he's off. I think we're not gonna get him anymore because Lille is asking like 30 million, and of course we're not gonna pay that.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe we'll come up
No,
with
no.
some deals.
No, we have a chance in the summer, but nothing possible at the moment.
I
There's this
actually think
article.
I actually think spending 30 on him now is idiotic. I'd rather get at Sherby or something for like 5 million, where go with experience at the moment, and then try for Botman in the summer. I don't think he's worth getting in the winter for 30 million. He's gonna be a gamble. Like he's still a kid.
Yeah. So what they're saying here in this article are saying that Bologna, Cagliari, Empoli, Genoa, and Sassuolo, and Lazio. So let me read it. Okay. So basically, they cannot operate in the transfer market
Damn, this is
because
great.
they don't have liquidity.
This
They
is
don't
awesome.
have cash, or at least they don't respect the
Yeah,
internal
they got
financial fair
they
play
got they
of the
got
Serie A.
they got what's the word? Fuck. Reprimanded or something like that. What the fuck is the word?
It's just if they don't put some cash in a way or another, if they don't sell a player so they have cash, the right balance in terms of liquidity, they cannot operate. They are kind of a ban from the
Yeah,
transfer market.
guys. You see, this is why you need the Super League. This is
No,
why
this
you
is
need
the
the Super
Serie
League.
A, man. This is the Serie A.
Yeah, that's
These
what
are
I'm
the
saying.
Serie A rules.
Serie A is like UEFA, man. They can't make. They
No,
don't
it's-
make you build stadiums. They fucking all the referees are crap. They decide what you can do with your club. They make up these stupid rules like Salernitana. Like fucking leave Salernitana alone. Serie A is just another dictatorship that has a lot of issues. This is why I'm saying it's corrupt, it's rigged. Just make it so that Milan, Juve, and Inter qualify every year to the Champions League, and let's stop with the charade.
Shut up, Roy. You took 30 seconds with no reason. You didn't say anything interesting.
I think
Just shut up.
secretly Roy likes to be a dictator. Actually,
Yeah, man. Roy is
Guys,
like
if you guys think that the Serie A is clean and they should regulate teams like this, then fine, that's your opinion. My opinion
It's
that
a
the Serie A should not be regulating anything. They should leave all these teams alone. They should not be deciding the destiny of any team. Total bullshit. If you want to believe that, sure, believe it. Be my guest. I'm not.
I
no,
said that
man. Yeah.
me and Laura, we had a long discussion on Friday about it. Whoever was listening, I don't think did it go online or was offline when we were talking about it.
Well, I think it was offline.
Yeah. So people that heard us, we had a great conversation about Super League and coming up with new ideas for Serie A to
I know
attract.
that was online. That was online.
That was online. So people can listen to that again if they want to, because I'm not going to this conversation again, man. We spent like hour and a half probably just talking about that on Friday.
Yeah, there is different solution. You don't need the Super League, but this is a good thing. The Serie A, the Serie A is forcing clubs to have cash, because if you don't have cash, you cannot buy players. So what this saying is that these clubs, they need to put cash in their club, so reinvest, or they need to sell players. So that makes me think that Milan selling the building Casa Milan to get some cash, that means a lot. That means that probably we're gonna operate in this transfer market. We were low on cash. We just sold the building.
How
Now
much?
we have
How much is a pure gain on that?
20 million.
Oh shit, man! That's plus if we sell Castillejo and what's his name, Conti. Looks like Conti is
Yeah.
going to Empoli, most probably. How much we can sell him for? For like 5-6 mils, probably at the most.
Yeah, at most.
And
Conti, you know what you do with Conti? You give to Empoli Conti for free, and you get the first pick for one of the best players Empoli has.
I mean, we're talking about that Inter kid.
No, not Pinamonti. We're talking about Ricci or the number 10. That I don't remember his
Berami.
name. Yeah, Berami. Or we can go for the left back, Parisi. So you give Conti to them and you get Parisi. Maybe they do an exchange, because Empoli is almost safe. They need 3 wins.
You
So
know, Empoli plays really good football, man. So they have
yeah,
some good players.
Parisi. Yeah, they have good players, and they are all 20 years old. Ricci is 19, 20.
And to be honest, man, I don't think Diaz will cut for us, man. I have doubts about Diaz.
Why? Why do you have that?
First of all, he cracks. Something goes off. He cracks like a little, like I don't want to say the way I want to say it, but he cracks too easy. Like he had COVID, and then after COVID, he just couldn't get back into shape for the last month and a half, 2 months. Secondly, he's too small, too fragile, man. You need somebody more physically strong that can push people around. You saw what Cassie did in his position. Nobody could push that guy around. That's something you have to give it to Cassie. Like we need somebody in the midfield. We need strong players physically too, not just tactically good, but physically good, like strong that can like maneuver and cannot push people around if needed. Just gets pushed over like a little bitch, man, all the time. And people, the other thing I have to say, man, I think Serie A teams figured him out. Like in the beginning, he was flying because they were like, "How? What do we need to do with this guy?" Now, most of the teams figured him out. So he lost that special touch, so to say. Yeah. So to me, I'm not saying we have to get rid of him, but I'm just saying that I have doubts for Diaz in terms of like uh, is he supposed to be our main starter, or we should go for like not probably not in winter but in summer for somebody like maybe a little higher class in that position if we stick with the formation. You know what I mean?
No, I think Diaz is one of the first choices for us, even the next season, because these same talks were made for Leao the previous season, and now Leao is a starter, and no one is discussing him. So there is a growth. The player is gonna grow in during the
I mean,
season.
Laura, don't get me wrong whatsoever. I really like Diaz. Like seems like a really good dude. Like he gets along with teammates, which is very important. Like people and Milanello like him. He has that good positive attitude about him. He's very technically gifted player. But is he gonna take us to the next level? At this point, I would say no.
But our next level is far away, man.
But we
Even if
have
you
to
get a
strive for it, man. We have to strive for it. All I'm saying, man, I'm not saying I might be completely wrong.
The
But I'm
problem
just
with this argument that you're doing, Vasil, is that as soon as Diaz gets back his form and he starts scoring again and he starts dribbling people and he starts, kicking ass again, you're going to change your tune.
I mean,
So
listen,
I think saying because he's a shit player because he's had a few bad games and now we got to get rid of him, it sets you up for being wrong when he starts playing well again. The guy is obviously talented. We know what he can do. He's going through a tough period right now, but he's going to come out of it because most players do. Most players, this is what they do. They come out of these periods. Now, if he doesn't come out of it, we'll see at the end of the summer. But now, way too early to have such a
to be
strong
honest, I think you guys did not fully get my point. I didn't say that he's a shit player. I didn't use those words.
No, you said
no,
that he's
no,
not good enough. I know what you
no,
said.
no, no, no. He said that his ceiling is not so high, so he's not gonna improve a lot.
Well, it's what it
But we
is.
don't
I
know
mean,
that after 2 months. We need to see on an entire season. If an entire season he is still up and down, okay, you cannot risk that next season because you don't know if he's gonna be up and down another season.
And I mean,
So you
like,
don't risk it, and you get another guy.
all I'm just saying, guys, that we have to be a step ahead because we're seeing what's going on. We're seeing that we like financially we have to build a core of team. Like we have who we have. We have Zlatan, who's 40 years old. We all know that, and he maybe will stay another season. And if we get maybe 10 games out of him next season, that will be amazing. Maybe 15 games, like a good games, like solid 90 minutes. That would be great. Like priority is obviously a striker, which is going to happen in summer. I don't think we're going to get like a big striker in winter, unfortunately. Defender is a priority that we need to take care of in winter. We need a good backup for Theo if he stays. We have a great so far. We're pretty good, pretty covered on the right with Kalulu and Calabria. I'm pretty happy with that. In midfield, obviously Cassie's leaving. We need to figure out what we need to do with that. And another thing, the last thing is for me is the attacking midfield. I feel like it's nothing wrong to give a little competition to Diaz too. Bring somebody maybe as promising as him, maybe a little bit with a little more experience. But we need to get this team like jumpstart this team again because something besides the injuries and everybody knows that there's always a dip in form. I totally understand that. I played sports. I know how it is. But at the same time, we got to think forward, man. Like like if we want to like next year be more competitive in Champions League, if everything goes well, we make a top four this season. We gotta do better than just be like fourth in the table. Accumulate more money. So I don't know. I'm not shitting on Diaz. I'm just expressing my opinion in terms of like how I see Milan and if Diaz is gonna be that next step for Milan. Not sure right now. I'm just saying I'm not sure.
I think he's gonna be a good, incredible player, and people are getting how you say it confused because they don't see him perform, but the whole team is not performing, and most of the games he has played with really poor players around him. Just to remember, for example, I remember the game against Atletico. He was playing as a striker in that game. He was our false nine, so he was out of position without a striker playing with him, if I'm not wrong, because Ibra came in the second half. And a lot of other games he played okay. It's just he was not the best in the pitch. So I think if you put him around Leao, Rebic, Messias, Selemakers, he has players to play the ball. He has players to put that pass. I think people are just getting too negative because the situation is really negative. We're not playing well. He's not playing well, and they're overthinking the Diaz situation.
You
We know the
know,
guy knows how to play football. So if you know how to play football, you just need to put the player in condition to express his football. If he was
Lo-
really bad at playing football, that is another thing.
Lauret, I'm a fair person. So like, if he does well, I always will praise him. Obviously, if he doesn't do well, he will get criticized, but he will get a constructive criticism, not just he's shit, and that's the period. No, obviously not. He's not a shit player. He's Real Madrid material, which not everybody can play for Real Madrid. So just by that alone, I mean, he's a talented guy. Nobody's taking that away from him. Is he gonna fit perfectly this system? And let's say if we change system, where are we gonna put this guy? Maybe there's gonna be adjustments. You know what I mean? Is he universal player? Can he play, or he's just the attacking midfielder? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, we got to look at all different factors. We have to factor in a lot of stuff, man. And like, if he just second half of the season he just freaking goes and destroys everybody, shit, man, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'll be the first one to say, shit, maybe I was wrong. But at this point, man, that's my opinion. I do not believe that Diaz is the next step for Milan. I feel like we have to bring somebody else in summer, not winter. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. But summer, yes.
I think it also depends on your expectations. Maybe he will be a star in the future. Maybe he's not someone you can rely on every game to win you the title. So I think if you're expecting a title this season and you're so desperate, yes, you can bring Ziyech or someone like that, experience. But if you are realistic and you only just think about top four and player growth, I can I mean I can understand both sides. I'm on the side of we're not obligated to win the league this season. Our players are growing. They are improving season by season. I mean, he is better than last season. So I think we have to roll with him. I don't think it's okay, to bring another player and completely halt his growth because he has massive potential. He's
You know,
inconsistent. I'll give you that. He's very inconsistent, and he pisses me off sometimes. Even with his shooting, it's very bad. But he can be a star in the making, and we're not obligated to win the league. We just have to make the top four, and he's gonna grow. He's gonna keep growing.
my other question to you guys is he truly dedicated to Milan? Like, if he wants to stay in Milan, he will push for the move to stay in Milan, but he still has his heart at Real Madrid. So, like, if we are so convinced in Diaz, then why don't we just make the move permanent in summer? So the guy
Because
can settle in mentally, completely settle in. So he's not between two cities. He's like, okay, now I'm Milan player. Now my 150% of my focus is all Milan, nothing but Milan. But the guy is kind of a little bit all over the place because he's like, okay, I'm on loan here, so I'm gonna show what I can do. So Madrid takes me back. Do you know what I'm
No, no,
saying, guys?
no.
So,
I mean, how many players can you actually name that actually love this team or are very dedicated to stay? I'll bet you if tomorrow, like this summer, this upcoming summer, if Chelsea come in hard trying to ask for Tomori to come back, he will go back in a heartbeat. Theo Hernandez.
actually, man, Tomori, I wouldn't be so sure about Tomori. Theo, on another hand, probably yes, but not Tomori, man. He found his rhythm. He even said that Milan brought him back because he was just sitting on a fucking bench, man. He's a good
I
player.
know. I'm just being realistic. My opinions have changed over the last few months because I had high expectations for some players and they disappointed on so many different levels. You know what I mean? And I
Oh,
just think
definitely,
that
definitely.
I just think in today's football, maybe in before like it was common, but it's on a crazy level in today's football. I don't think any Milan player, apart maybe from Tonali and a little bit Calabria,
Okay.
no Milan player is attached to the shirt. You know, if they're in a better state, they would leave. They would not stay. Believe me. I'm just that's just me being realistic here. See Hernandez. You think if Real Madrid insisted for him, he wouldn't go back? He would.
Oh, I know that Theo is not a Maldini type of player that will stay with us. I know it. I knew it. I knew it when he had a good season. I was like, you know what, this guy, we will be lucky if we keep him for like
Yeah,
five seasons. We'll
yeah,
be lucky, or maybe extend him for an extra season or two. But that's the most we can do. This guy is not going to be in Milan forever. The players that I can see staying in Milan as long as Milan wants them, it's Calabria for sure. That guy will freaking die on field, and everybody knows it here. That this guy is he bleeds red and black.
yeah,
Calabria is one of them that I have no doubts whatsoever. And another one is Tonali. I have
yeah,
no doubt about that guy whatsoever, man. Like not even like a glitch. The other players, man, I mean, we all know it's 50-50. So, and I understand that. I'm not like naive person, man. I'm pretty old enough to understand that. But at the same
yeah,
time, if we're striving for like Milan to become better and better season in and out, we need to have like at least our goal should be at least to have two. I mean, if we can, I mean, ideally two players for each position, but good players at least, not just promising one who knows what, and then we just have in reality we just have one player, so to say. I am hoping that Maldini looks like he understands that, and I know it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. So like I'm not saying oh shit what the hell.
yeah,
I'm happy with what we have so far. Obviously, do I want to like even better? Obviously, but I understand financially we just cannot do it. We just have to be also very like understanding that we cannot spend like even 30 million on one player. How are you going to compete with British teams? I mean, it's hard, but it is what
yeah.
it is.
I don't know, man. I just don't like this attitude we of hot and cold of our fan base. Our fan base is too hot and cold,
I mean, it's always been like that. I mean,
too
I,
much.
to be honest, man, I know talking just about myself, like I've been Milan fan, I will be Milan fan, I'll die Milan fan, no matter what. If we play in Serie C, man, I don't give a shit about that. Like Milan for me, it's part of my life. So it's not like, but I also need to be look at the big picture. And if I need to criticize, I will criticize, man. I'm not bashing players. I'm not calling names, and you know, I'm just saying certain things that the way I feel. And right now, that's what I feel, man. I feel like Diaz at this point, I don't see him like somebody like Kaká, man. You knew that guy is bringing you to the next level. Diaz to me
Yeah,
doesn't give me that feeling, man, whatsoever. Not
but
even
so
close.
that is so unfair because Kaká had other big players around him. So when he didn't show up in a game, other big players were covering for him and were solving the problem. Or
I
where
mean,
Kaká had those 3 games in low level, so he wasn't performing. Shevchenko was banging it. Cedar, Pirlo, Gattuso. Diaz is alone. He's alone around other kids, and we want him. We want a better player already. We love him. We cry because maybe Madrid is gonna buy him, and as soon as he has a bad month, oh, we need to buy a better one.
no,
That's
man.
not a
Like I
mature way of thinking, in my opinion, as a fan base. You need to wait a season.
I
That's
mean,
that's the thing. At the end of the season, when Diaz did an awful second half of the season, he never got his form back. He had just 2 months good. You can say, you know what? It's not for us. It's not good enough. We need a better one.
I think, man, you're probably not fully understanding what I'm trying to say, man. Nobody's bashing anybody, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat shit, man.
But let's also say this
Like
that
that just like let me just finish right, and then I'll shut up.
yeah, but
Like that's the thing, man. You said hot and cold, hot and cold. Yeah, we cannot go to extremes, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here because I'm a huge Milan fan and just fucking kiss ass and be like, oh, let's give it time. When you need to criticize, you need to criticize. There's nothing wrong with that. It's normal in any other part of, any like in real life, in your job, anywhere, whatever you do. It's the same. That goes to the football too. Bad month, okay. What's going on? Let's analyze why you had a bad month. What do we need to do about it? Stuff like that, man. I'm not bashing players. I'm not saying fuck this shit. Let's get rid of him. I didn't even use that word. I'm just saying that I don't feel like he could be our next step for Milan, but I might be wrong. I mean, I'm just expressing my opinion.
No, I'm talking about the fan base, because at the end, what you're asking is like another guy in that position that can help Diaz in moments like this to come in and play. But I feel like, how can I explain it? If I tell you that Tonali is not playing at the level of Pirlo, so we need to buy another guy, so Tonali should go to the bench and another guy play instead of him.
And
That
you know
means,
what? And you know what, Laurent? I just came to my mind. And you know who is going to be one of his competitions? It looks to me. I think Aldi is going to be playing in one of those. If we stick with the 4-2-3-1, he is going to be one of those two players, Aldi. And I'm telling you, the way this Adli guy plays in Bordeaux, shit, he's going to give Tonali a hard time, man. I can see it already.
No. I mean, but the thing is, the other thing is,
no, Ali, excuse me, but Ali would give more of a tough time to Benacer. Ali is not Tonali's replacement. Ali is more Benacer's.
I don't know, guys. See, we are praising the guy is not even at AC Milan.
But the way he plays, he's more of a playmaker. Tonali is not a playmaker. Tonali is more like a warrior that helps here and there, but he's not a playmaker.
That's a good point. Maybe we can try him as a attacking midfielder.
He could, yeah. He could play as an attacking midfielder, yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying, that you don't grow a talented player, putting him another guy and giving him how you call it, uncertainty. He needs to train and know that position is his position, and he's gonna play a lot of games. If you put another guy close to Tonali that plays a lot of times instead of Tonali, you lose Tonali, you lose Diaz, you lose Leao, you lose these players if you put a bigger competition close to them, because we are investing in these players. So if you put a sort of how you call it, a Messias close to Selemakers, that is a small competition, because Selemakers is gonna fight and get back in that position or play in another position. But if you put a fucking Mahrez in that position, you don't need Selemakers. You can sell Selemakers. You're not gonna stay in the bench at 22 for Mahrez. That's the whole point. So if you're believing on Diaz, you cannot bring Papu Gomez and play Papu Gomez 20 games in the second half. Diaz staying in the bench. Diaz is gonna say, you know what? I had my plans. I wanted to sign for AC Milan in 2 years. Now I go on loan on Borussia Dortmund, and in 2 years we're looking at Diaz winning a Ballon d'Or maybe, and we're thinking, oh, why we didn't keep the guy? We're never gonna keep anyone if we don't give the players a season at least, or 2 seasons. So that's all my point. For me, Brahim Diaz is the best number 10, one of the best number 10, top 5 number 10 in the league. It is, for real. We played really shit as a team.
Who's number 1?
I don't know. Number 1, you can put Malinowski. You can put Dybala. You can put, as a number 10, you can put, who is another one?
Çalhanoğlu.
I know where Roy's going with this shit, man.
Çalhanoğlu. For example, the competition Çalhanoğlu has in that midfield is Gagliardini, Vecino, and who is the guy? Vidal. That is his competition.
His
That's why,
direct competition is Sensi.
no, Sensi is a second striker, a
No,
more creative.
Sensi's
He's
a
a more
midfielder.
creative
He's
player.
not a striker. Sensi is not a striker. He's a midfielder.
He always plays as a second striker. He doesn't
He's
come
never
in.
played as a second. Sensi
He
is like
doesn't come in as a midfielder, man.
Sensi's
he's
never
not
been a
fit
second
enough.
striker. Sensi's never been a striker. He's always been a midfielder, mid-Zala or regista. So
Right,
his competition is Sensi. I'm not saying that Sensi is great.
but no, it's not Sensi's competition.
How
He's
not?
not.
How not? How not?
Because he doesn't get
Like
substitute
you're saying, he
rule.
plays as a second striker. Dybala plays as a second striker. Sensi is a midfielder. He's not a second striker.
Hey guys,
Listen,
in terms of Diaz, I don't want to talk about Sensi. In terms of Diaz, we're forgetting one thing, guys: the buyback clause of Real Madrid. So even if he fucking flourishes, man, Real Madrid is going to come back and take him away from us. So we're developing player from Real Madrid, pretty much. If he doesn't work out, he goes back. If he really works out, he goes back too. So what? That's all I'm trying to say here. We got to think forward, man. Like Diaz, if he plays really good and he contributes, I'm all for it, because we need to live in the current moment, like right now. But at the same time, if he does really well as you think, Lauren, Real Madrid is back for him. Trust me. If he's like
no, Real
flourishes,
Madrid Vasily, Real Madrid owns him. It's a 2-year deal, loan. It's like Bakayoko. It's a 2-year loan.
we
All
can
that.
we can buy him. That's the way I understood what I read. I don't know
Yeah, but that is every loan you actually have an option to buy. It's just an option. It's still not defined. There is no price in that option to buy. It's everything. All the news that came out, they were all like not made up news, but nothing certain. Basically, the deal is just 2-year loan.
And
The
then what?
buy
And then what after that?
and he goes back to Real Madrid, and if we want him, we need to make an offer for him.
And if he does well, man, Lord, his price tag. What's gonna be? It's gonna be a huge price tag.
But that's the last problem, man.
No.
That is
If
the
he
last
does well, the
problem.
price tag is 30 million, I think. 30.
But
No,
there's
it's not
buyback
decided, the
clause,
price tag.
isn't it? You see, we're talking like two different stories. You're saying it's just dry loan for two
It's
seasons.
a dry loan for 2 seasons.
But what I read,
they did
is
put a number
buyback.
on the.
Yeah, there's like if you want to buy, but we have a buyback.
I saw it on another live with I showed it to the Red John and to Anwar as well. I think on the other live that the deal of Brahim Diaz is just a loan. You go even on transfer market, it's just a 2-year loan. There is no option. There is no money decided already how
So
much.
what was the 27 million? What was that?
It's just I'm not saying false news. It's just news that people come up. Nothing in his contract, in the 2-year loan contract, there is nothing written that says we can buy him for that amount of money. When the loan finish, we go on a negotiation with Real Madrid, and we decide: are you selling it? Can we buy it? How much you want? Something like that. But nothing decided already. Because, sorry, Roy, what is this thing? You buy it for 25, you sell it for 28. That is not a normal deal. What is that type of deal? It's a stupid deal, no?
I think what Real is
It doesn't exist. It's not a point to do a deal
I'm not
like
sure
this.
what the details are of the loan, but I know
exactly.
that I know, but it's not an obligation to buy. So
Exactly.
I know that he's a Real Madrid player. He's not a Milan player.
And for the sake of argument, I mean, even if he plays well, he gets injured. Who we have in place to play in his position?
But you can play. You can play.
Krunic?
I'm talking about this season. I can tell you this season. Next season, I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get another guy over there. But let's say this season he gets injured or he goes for a COVID. You put Krunic there. You put Maldini. You put Rebic. You can put Leao there. You can put Kessie there. There is at least 5 or 6 players you can put there. You can do that position. You can put how you call it. You can play it with the 3 midfielder instead of 2. Messias can play in that position. So there is a 5, 6 players that can cover that position for emergency.
To be honest, man, I think Maldini needs to go on a loan, because he's not developing the way he's supposed to, because he just sits on the bench. and I think it was mistake not to let him go this season on the loan so he could get like a regular playing time. I think that's what he needs the most right now to develop, and he's not getting it. So I think that we're running a risk where this guy just gonna overgrow and not develop to the level that we need him to be at, so to say. So I feel like, I mean, I don't know, man. I like I mean, Maldini is Maldini. He's son of my one of my favorite players, but um, he just needs playing time, man, and he's not gonna get it in Milan at this point. Even right now, he's not gonna get it. So I don't know, man. It's very. I'm kind of actually. I was disappointed that they didn't let him go on the loan for this season, because I know there were some teams where he could play for sure, most of the season regularly, man. And now he just sits
Uh,
on the bench.
but we needed him for the Champions League quota. Homegrown players, you need them in the squad.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that part. If that's the case, okay, I understand the reasoning behind it. But next season, man, something needs to be done. Especially if we get somebody else in that position that will play over Maldini. Maldini needs to go, man.
But
Otherwise,
that's why we're getting players like Adli and Pobega back, Benacer, Tonali, Bakayoko, Krunic. That is 6 players, and Diaz 7. 7 players for that 3 on the midfield. That is a lot of options. You need better options, but still, I believe that the striker is the main issue we have at the moment. I think we need to go heavy on a striker next summer. That is gonna show a better Diaz, a better Selemakers, a better Leao, having a good
No, no,
striker around.
no, man. This is where I disagree. We talk about strikers, but how many games like Giroud or Ibra? These are players that in any other team would score over 15 goals a season, but we can't cross to them. We can't create chances for them. Diaz is invisible. Salamakers many games can't cross a ball. Messias is one game a Brazilian beast, another game a Suzo 2.0. This is not the striker's fault, man. A
what
striker can do so much. A
what is
striker
the
can do so
what?
much.
Where is that noise? Where's the
Is
It's
Nathan?
from
Nathan is in.
Nathan.
Nathan, do you want to say anything?
What's up, guys?
Cool.
What's going on, my Texan friend? What's going on, man?
You go quiet.
I think he.
Say, if keep going with your run analysis. Or
No, I mean, Ibrahimovic, how many games have we seen where he hasn't got any service whatsoever, and he creates something out of nothing, and he still scores? Imagine if he had a good supporting cast. Imagine if he had players who can actually cross better, who can create chances better. And then you can see at a guy who scores at least 2 goals every game, and you could see him as one of the top scorers of the Serie A, if not the top scorer. You know,
see if
a striker can do so much.
Even Ibra this season, he's been playing at his probably 65% of his
Yeah,
abilities. He still saved us a couple of times. That just
yeah.
shows you the difference between young and promising and world class players. You know what I mean? Like, so in order to win stuff, you need to have at least a couple of players like that in your team, like in the main team, like in the main squad. We have Zlatan. Giroud is a World Cup winner. He played for a big team, so the guy knows what to do. I mean, he's old. That's the problem, but he's still a good player. In terms of, like, if you were looking for striker to replace Zlatan, I mean, shit, man, we have to go big ass in summer, big ass. There's no if or buts. We cannot get fucking Belotti, man. I'm sorry, Belotti is not gonna cut. He's not gonna cut.
anyway,
He might cut it for Serie A some games, but not like Champions League and stuff.
Vasil, I hope you understood my point. Maybe you can back me up. Let's say
no,
we get
no.
let's say we get Vlahovic, okay? Let's say we get the striker. Vasil, if we had Salamakers, Messias, and Diaz behind him, do you actually think he would do better than Zlatan in the games? Because I personally think he won't.
It's
As
it's a very good one, man. But shit, man, it's a hard one because on one hand, like part of me kind of agrees with you, but another part tells me it all depends on some other factors. Like for example, obviously, like injury list. Obviously, if he has Krunic behind him, shit, man. I mean, that's not the same as even Diaz on a good day.
Yeah.
So, like it's a tricky one, man, because Vlahovic by himself also creates chances. I don't know if you've been watching him lately, but he goes for it, man. He's like kind of reminds me a little bit of Zlatan when he was young. He's fearless, man. He just goes. He jumps to like ready to go. He shoots from outside whatever opportunity he gets. So it's kind of 50-50. Maybe yes, maybe no, man. I don't know.
Uh,
I can tell you for sure that players like Salamakers, Messias, or Leao, Rebic, Diaz, even Krunic, with a better striker, and I'm not saying a better striker in terms of quality, in terms of physicality, that runs more, that makes more movement, that fights more, you create more chances, and you are a better team. An overall situation, not just on moments, because Ibrahimovic gives you moments. That Udinese goal is a moment, but during the game, Ibrahimovic didn't give you anything against Udinese. He didn't give you a run. He didn't give you a fight. He didn't give you a dribbling. He didn't give you a run on the wing to cross for Leao or for another player in the box. So that these are limitations that our team is having at the moment, and I'm not blaming Ibrahimovic. I blame the management on this because we should have that type of striker in our weapon, but as a weapon. But we don't have that, and I believe. Listen, have you seen the game of Manchester United Newcastle? Newcastle
yes, I
Manchester
did.
United.
Yes,
Have you
yes.
seen how Ronaldo limitates the whole squad of Manchester United?
I mean, I
He
would say,
limitates
bro,
when
when you have Fred and McTominay in the middle, you have no control in the midfield. Therefore, you cannot get the ball to the striker. That's the whole point. I don't think it's
yeah, that's
Ronaldo's fault. Whenever he gets the chance, he scores.
now. Listen, Saif. Now it's two clubs that are giving the fault to Ronaldo. Before it was just Juventus, and everyone was saying, "Oh, Juventus is a bunch of idiots. They are crazy. They think Ronaldo is their problem. 30 goals a season." I'm not saying Ronaldo is their problem, but what was one of the problems? And again, Manchester United. I'm not saying Ronaldo is the problem, but he's one of the problems because he
Yeah,
doesn't give that situation that another young striker that is less clinical than him is gonna
that's
give you
not what
because
it is.
so
For
that's what it is.
for the Ronaldo situation, it's because they have Ronaldo as a focal point and everything goes through him. That's the
We
problem with Juventus, and that's the problem with Manchester United. Those teams played. They actually played better because they didn't have to worry about getting the ball to just one person, and that's a reason why Zlatan has problems a lot of times as well. Because if our only main objective is to get the ball to Zlatan and that's
exactly.
it, then but that's gonna be the same thing with Vlahovic as well.
But no, the
If our
Nathan,
only game plan is to launch the ball to him, he's
no,
gonna get
Nathan,
marked out. That's what's
no,
gonna happen.
no. That is the opposite because if I'm just
Not the
gonna mute you.
opposite, man.
No, let me explain you, man. I'm just gonna mute you a second. So when you see Vlahovic playing football, you see the highlights. Vlahovic goes on the left wing, it makes that run and gets the ball on the left wing. So he creates a space in the middle because he was in the middle, he goes on the left. His defender has to follow him, and there is a space there for other players from Fiorentina to go there. So Vlahovic, even if and I'm always putting Vlahovic because we're not even getting the guy. I'm just making it as an example. If you have Vlahovic instead of Ibrahimovic, Vlahovic is gonna run on the right, on the left. He's gonna go to the box. He's gonna come deep. He's gonna do a lot of things that Ibra doesn't do because cannot do it. He's 40 years old, and doing all of these things are gonna create a rotation. The players are gonna move and interchange with each other, and you can create the space and have chances. And Leao is gonna score more, or there is gonna be a lot of other different situations. But having just Ibra standing still in the middle, that is easy for the opposition. They need to stay still in the middle as well, so the space is not created. If Ibra was 28, I remember Ibra 28, 29 years old. He was running all around the pitch, and there was space for Robinho, for Boateng, for everyone to score goals and to get in. So it's about how much space you create. Ibra is not doing that.
I understand that, but you also have to understand that before Ibra, this year as well, Ibra was always dropping down to create. He was dropping down to create, and now he's being told to just stay up top so we can get the ball up top to him. That is Pioli's tactic. I know Vlahovic is going to be difficult, but if we get him, it will be the exact same tactic. He's going to tell him, don't go left or right, stay central so we can launch the ball up to you. That is Pioli's tactic.
Okay.
If we changed our our system to where it is more flowing and he allows the attackers to move left and right, then yes, I 100% agree with you. But that is not how Pioli is playing with Zlatan or a target man.
Nathan, that you should not say these things because you don't really know what Pioli is. Because you don't know what Pioli is saying to the team.
I don't have to know what he's saying. All I need to know is what's happening on the field. And on the field, we all saw Zlatan. Hold on, wait. We all saw Zlatan.
Yeah, repeat again the same concept.
Okay,
we heard that, man.
But Larry,
you want a conversation or you want to have a monologue? Because I want to give you an answer to you. That you're wrong.
That's the thing, Larry. But you're ignoring these facts. That's the problem. Like, we agree with the type of forward that we need. Like, we agree with you. But the problem is you are simply not acknowledging any facts that we bring up. That's the problem.
Okay, can I say to you why Pioli or why AC Milan launches the ball to? I want to get Henrik in. Just give me a second, Henrik. I just wanna tell you that when you don't have Leao on the left and you have a lot of injuries and the opposition is actually covering the space pretty well, that's what you do. You go with a long ball to Ibra. That is not our main football plan. It's just because the opposition forces us to do that. The opposition it knows how to do that and forces us, not because we want, because Tonali, Kessie, and who is playing in the midfield is not finding the way to create different situations from the midfield to the attack.
Before Leao got injured, he was still being asked to just stand in one spot. He's been doing that now for a few months.
Oh my God,
he has.
But
I understand that's not what you want to hear, but that's what.
No, but it's not just that. Okay, it happened once during the game.
It's not happening once, bro. He's been doing it for the last few months.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, it happened once or twice. When you have all other options, it happened once and twice because you have to go long. Let's say fucking the midfield has the ball and
how long has Leao been injured?
Okay, you're interrupting me. I'm explaining. Forget about Leao. I'm telling you in a situation of game. A situation of game when Benacer or Kessie doesn't know where to put the ball, you give the ball to Tomori or to Magnan, and Magnan has to clear that ball to let the team breathe. So he has to do the long pass. Where you go for a long pass, you go to the biggest guy you have in front. That is not a game option. That is a situation that is created because the opposition is pressing you. It's not our game plan. That is not our game plan. That's what I'm telling you.
But what you just described right now is another reason why we need players who support the forward first. The players who can handle getting pressed.
But if our
players who do not get scared because they are being pressed. That means you need better supporting players for the striker.
I've been telling you all month that our midfielders are so bad at bringing the ball forward. They're always going to Magnan, and Magnan is forced to launch the ball, a long ball to Ibrahimovic, and that's why our game plan looks that because our midfield is not good enough to go forward, and Magnan has to always go long on Ibra. That is not
Okay.
our game plan. That is because our midfield is not good enough at this moment.
So it's
And
Tonali's
not in an
fault.
absolute.
So it's Tonali's fault that Messias can't cross a fucking ball.
Oh, again, we get there, we go and cross the ball, and the ball is
And
too
what
long, too
happens?
short. Yeah. Sorry?
But
We,
go
we,
ahead.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, we have wingers. Okay, we have wingers that don't make numbers. They don't make many assists. They can't cross a fucking ball unless
Okay.
they put a decent cross once every 3 or 4 games. This is where you can take the load off a striker for a bit. Not everything has to be Ibra. You can have wingers,
No, no, no.
a supporting cast that can score goals and can make assists. You know?
No, see, what I'm saying here is, first of all, if you want to score with crosses, you need to bring a lot of people in the box. Because there is not a remote control that you bring the ball to the head of the striker and he's going to score. You need to bring 6-7 players in the box. So the cross is going to be dangerous because if you bring 6-7 players to the box, the defenders have more pressure and it's harder for them to read the ball and you get more chance to score a goal. We don't do that. When Messias crosses the ball, there is just Zlatan and maybe the guy that is playing as a left wing. And even the guy that is playing as a left wing, he doesn't have that attitude of going to find the goal. He's always a guy like Krunic, like Leao, Selemakers, that they are not. They like to have the ball in their head. They don't want to go to find to score a goal.
Again, so you're describing the 3 players underneath Zlatan need to be more present in the game. That's not the striker's problem.
No, I'm not saying that's not. That no,
I
no,
know
no.
that,
I'm
I know
saying
that's not what you're saying.
Nathan.
I know that's not what you're saying. But
no. I'm saying that. I'm saying that you're not understanding what I'm saying. That we cannot find 6 midfielders that go inside the box, but we can cut it short and find a decent striker.
Okay, but
that
if the players are not good enough to do that, it does not matter if you have a good striker. If the players themselves, the supporting players, are not good enough, then it won't matter.
It matters. It matters because a good striker is not gonna force you to go always on a cross. He's gonna force you to create out of the situation with the ball on the ground, not crosses, not going on the wing and crosses.
Yes,
he's gonna bring you different situations.
But with Vlahovic and the way we play, because that's the main person that we all want is Vlahovic. With the way Pioli plays, he's gonna need him in the box for crosses. That is what we do.
Nathan, I talked 15 minutes, and you think that that's the way we play football. That is not our way of playing football.
Can anyone else tell me what we do when Zlatan's in the box or Giroud is in the box?
We cross the ball because we are playing like shit.
And
we are playing like shit at the moment. Our midfield is playing bad. That's why we cross the ball. That's why we play basic football of the 70s, German football of the 70s. We go on the wing and we cross the ball because our midfield is not bringing the ball, is not bringing the whole team high up in the pitch with possession. We were doing that in the first part of the season or a big part of the previous season. We were bringing the ball, we were quick on transition, and we were creating chances, not crossing the ball.
But that's not because of a striker, though. That's because the supporting players were performing. Having a good striker has nothing to do with those guys doing that. And in the beginning part of the season, you had both Rebic and Zlatan dropping back into the midfield to help bring the ball forward.
Okay, Nathan. What I'm saying to you, it is such a simple concept that you are not understanding it. Our team, listen to me, our team can do that quick transition and moving the ball forward. They can do it, not consistently, because they are young players and they're developing. Because they cannot do it consistently, you're going to have these 2 months of lack of consistency. So you need a good fucking striker to solve you these problems, to bring you those goals, to create those chances out of nothing, to fight with the defenders, to do the runs that solves you the problem.
So
because with a 4 years old Ibra, you cannot do that.
The only type of forward that's going to be able to latch onto these balls, because again, these players that we have are just cannot do passes. Zlatan's too slow. You're going to need a faster forward. So you need a player that's more like Suarez.
No, Vlahovic is fast enough. Listen, Enrique is here. I want to hear from him, by the way, because we're not going to solve this situation. I get it. You guys have your football idea. I have mine. And we, as we say, let's agree to disagree because I cannot convince you about this. But believe me, we need a striker. That's my opinion. A proper striker. When I say proper, I'm not talking about Samuel Eto'o, but I'm talking about a Didier Drogba. That is not the fastest player in the pitch, but he's fast and he does the runs and he fights. That type of striker. You don't need a Suarez, Eto'o, or a fucking quick guy. You need a guy that runs, a young 23, 24 years old guy that runs, that make runs. Henrik, man, how's it going? You wanted to get in a long time
Yo.
ago, almost half an hour. No, I'm kidding. 10 minutes ago, you wanted to join. What do you want to say, man? Because maybe we changed the topic. So go for it.
Yeah, about the striker situation, I mean, I just don't think because we've seen it when Ibra and Giroud plays, they don't get enough service from the people around them. But I think like a nice backup striker with maybe some different qualities, maybe a little bit pace or something could be a nice tactical thing because then you can sort of change things around when it's not working. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I would love to see another striker as well, but I think there's other areas of the pitch where like as Nathan also said, like the wingers are not contributing as much offensively as we would like them to. But yeah,
So you are more on the theory that we need better players around the striker, not a good striker, not a better striker.
yeah, I think so because like we know that Ibra, he is old, but he still has it in him. Even though I agree with you as well that he doesn't run that much, and that affects our the way we pressure and everything like that. But I think if the players around, like obviously Ibrahim Diaz is not in form right now, but if the players around can actually uh, get it to Ibra or Giroud, they are lethal finishers, and and I mean they are good. So I think
Hey,
so. Yeah.
hey, Hendrik, are you from United States, bro?
No, I'm from Norway.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, shit,
how's
man.
it going, my man? I think you're the first guy from Norway coming to the live.
Yeah, it's I'm doing good.
Norwegian bro, man. Norwegian bro.
So what's new about Erling Haaland? Is he coming to AC Milan next summer, or there is no chance at all?
I don't. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be AC Milan, but that would be cool. I don't know. He probably go to a bigger or a club that's doing a little bit better right now. But
We're gonna get him at the age of 35. Don't worry. In 10 years, 12, 13 years, we're gonna get him.
No, man, no. I don't want a Holland at 35, man. He can just stay.
Oh
at
yeah,
30.
I didn't want Ibra at 37. I wanted him at
Nah,
28, but
Ibra,
that's what we got.
Ibra is something special, man. It's a different story, man. You know,
Yeah, man.
yeah, it's a little bit different. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Holland a lot, but he's this young generation that runs off the money, man. So
Listen, Ibra
what
when
are
he
you gonna
was
do?
young. Listen, Ibra when he was young, he was all about money, man. He was signing the biggest contract every time. He was moving just for money.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
there's only one Ibra, man. Let's just agree on that, and we can close the topic because there's nobody else is gonna be Ibra, man. No Holland, no, I don't give a shit who. Ibra
He's
is
a good.
he's unique player, man. That's what it is.
We have here Florent from New York City.
What's up,
Oh,
guys?
East Coast, what's up, man?
How you doing,
How's it
guys?
going, my man?
Not too bad, not too bad. I was
So,
listening
what
to
do you
you.
want to say? What do you want to say about the topic? We the same old topic, man. Striker or better players around the striker? What is the priority?
No,
Of course, yeah,
go
go
ahead.
for it. Yeah. No, I just want to say, if you can get both of them, the people around the striker and the striker, of course, I will make both the changes. But the situation we're gonna go for 2, 3 players next summer. and that is gonna be a defender, probably a number 10, as everyone is saying, because Maldini is gonna go on loan, or maybe Berardi is coming finally, and a striker. These are the three players, but the striker, in my opinion, is the priority. Go for it.
I'm
Go.
I'm oh yeah,
Um,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not sure if what we need more right now. I don't know if I could say which, but I agree with you when it comes to the style of play and the type of striker we have, because I've seen it this season and the last one. Our game changes completely every time we rotate from Ibra, and when Rebic used to play there, in the absence of Ibra, our game completely changed. And I understand the argument when you could say we need better players against to support the striker to score more. But let's not forget, because Ibra misses a lot also. Not to blame the guy, you can't really blame him at 40 years old, but he misses a lot also. And to say that we need better players to support the striker, I don't know how true that is in this situation, because Vlahovic plays with Fiorentina players. Nobody knows these players, and none of them is a higher quality than what we have now. But the type of striker he is, he makes it way easier for everybody else around him to play in attacking. And you can't really say that Fiorentina players. You can't say that Vlahovic scores more because he has better players supporting him right now. They don't. He doesn't. Fiorentina doesn't have better players than us. It's just the type of play and the type of striker he is. He makes it easier for everybody else around him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, a good points, guys. Welcome to our community. By the way, I think it's your first time. Yeah, Hendrik and
No,
No,
you tell me welcome like for the fourth like five
sorry.
times that I've been.
Hendrik,
you
Hendrik was he was here one of the other times.
you know how I remember like by the pictures. I mean Nate, I know Nate from the beginning, so I know his. But anything that comes like without picture, just like the ladder, I'm sorry, man. Like there's quite a few people that come, so no disrespect, but
No.
Florent,
You could.
Florent, I remember him because he came the other time. It's not the first time coming in from New
Well,
York. Yeah.
either way, welcome. Like I mean,
Thank
Yes,
you, brother.
gentlemen. Do you guys want to talk about everything? I saw, for example, I was here reading before the news that was saying that a lot of clubs in Italy they need to sell players because it's the rule in Italy. You need to have a right balance, right level of cash flow to be able to buy players. And Cagliari was getting rid of Godin and Caceres. Do you think these two players can be useful for us for the next
no.
6 months? Not
Say
even
that
as
again?
bench
What player?
players, Godin and Caceres.
I don't want a
Cáceres?
Godin. I don't want Godin and I don't want Caceres, man.
Well, I don't think any of us want it, but that's what we can do right now, I guess.
To be honest,
Can
like if
can do
we're
better
buil-
than that.
if we're building a team the way we're building, focusing on young players, I would rather go for Botman and pay a little bit of cash on this guy, but like somebody who has promising, who has a value that he can actually bring something to the table, even if we sell him because he's young, he's promising, and he can be developed. I mean, what are you gonna do with Casares or Godin? Godin is
You,
37 years old, man.
are you gonna keep them in the bench for 6 months? I don't know what is this noise. I think it's Nathan. But you're gonna keep them in the bench for 6 months, and by accident, if all our three defenders get injured, he's gonna play. If no one gets injured, just one of them get injured, he still doesn't play because we have Gabbia and Kalulu.
I think Laurent, you asked me on Friday about that, and remember I told you if we get him just for 6 months and his salary is like no more than €1 million, that's the most we'll pay him. Maybe for Godin, for example.
Because
Casares?
when
No, man, that guy no. Maybe Godin. That's it.
what I heard is that Botman Lille is not gonna get rid of Botman in January. Whatever money you give them, they say no. We want the guy because we want to finish top 3, and we still have Champions League to play. So we're not gonna get rid of them. So maybe you're gonna buy Botman in the summer. So until the summer, you need the guy in the bench and a defense. Anyway, that is Cáceres. I think he can play better than Balotore on the left back.
How old is this guy, by the way? He played. I've seen him for so many years, man. This guy is everywhere.
Cáceres is old now.
Yeah,
Yeah, old.
He's like
He's old.
35, 35 at least, 36.
No, I think he's 33 or 32, something like that.
That guy's played everywhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
as a backup with the very low salary for 6 months, yeah, I'm not saying I'll be like saying no. Of course, I mean, if that's what we have to do, we'll go for it, man.
I think that's going to be the plan, just to have a temporary replacement until Kiara comes back.
Yeah, I think because I feel like we're not being able to unlock these deals. It's really hard to unlock the Botman deal. I feel like even the Renato Sanchez deal, it's a bit complicated.
I was listening to you earlier today, and you had a good point, because I know Roy's very optimistic about Sanchez coming, but with Adli and Pobega already being our players, I don't see them signing a big name in the midfield, especially after seeing how good they're both doing, Adli and Pobega. I don't think they're going to spend money in that position now, because it wouldn't make sense. Maybe, of course, Sanchez is better than both of them, but I don't know how much is worth to spend in that position if you already have the players.
On an
'Cause I think-
injury-prone player.
What's that? Yeah,
On
that
a-
too.
yeah.
You know, honestly, for that, I would roll the dice, only because Sanchez is really good. But even if it wasn't for the injury, that's just another reason to not sign him. But even if it wasn't for that, I think it doesn't make sense to spend money in that position when you have Adli and Pobega in your contract already.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think we just need to be patient, man. We need to wait for these guys to grow and to understand the Pioli football, the Pioli system, because the double pivot is such a key position for our football. And I thought like we figure out. I think Benacer knows how to do that position. I think Benacer is good at that. Even Tonali, they just need more confidence. They need more. They need to be more brave. They have the
very
quality
young.
to do it.
I think they need to play together too. Like
Exactly.
we always see just Tonali and Kessie, or Kessie and Benacer. Like Tonali and Benacer need to play. Well, I mean, clearly the AFCON is going on, but after that, they need to play just consecutive games. Like Kessie's good and whatnot, but I mean, Kessie can go fucking suck a dick at this point. So, like, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like
Yeah.
we
You
should be
can't
preparing.
really-
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're on
No,
the
sorry,
right point.
sorry.
No, I was
we
just gonna
can't
say, like,
really make plans on Kessie anymore. Kessie is
exactly.
not our player.
Exactly.
You know, guys, I think Nathan, you were part of the conversation like a couple months ago. I already said it a long time ago. Forget about Cassie, guys. Let's just focus, man. Somebody else. And
Yeah,
because
like-
Cassie showed what he's all about. He's about money, so that's his choice.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
And
I
we
think
need to
I think
we need to
I think
grow our team, like our team, like players who are actually going to be here need to be the ones that are focused on.
Yeah, and looking at the way they play, because Tonali and Benacer, I feel like they will play good together because Tonali likes to
complement
go. Benacer likes to go forward. He's almost a number 10. I used to be a number 10, so he likes to go forward. He likes the goal, the final pass.
He's more nimble. He can play
Yeah.
the ball, dribble more, and Tonali is more the physical part of the midfield, where he could
He's gonna stay.
more defensive. He could like push players and
Yeah, he can stay a bit more behind, a few meters behind Benacer, and covers when he goes forward. I think that's why I want Kessie out, man, in January, so I can see 6 months of Benacer and Tonali together, or
Yeah.
3 months, whatever it is.
Cass,
And
Cass has been definitely playing like crap anyway, so
Yeah. And like
whatever.
he's been very unprofessional in how he's handling this whole contract situation. Like just say one or the other. Like forget all this wishy washy crap. Just say you're gonna sign it or not. Like don't say things and backtrack on it. Like if you're gonna, make the club look like a joke, because we look like a joke with these transfer or these contract situations, then they need to start making an example out of people.
They
That's
made it. They made an
that's
example out of Donnarumma, but I don't think it's
Mm, I
kept
mean,
his
we
fault
we
really.
we had to play Donnarumma because we didn't have any other keepers really. But for the position of Kessie, we got people who can play there.
exactly. I think what I'm thinking, like I mean, just my theory. The guy, because he played so well last season, he in his head, or probably people around him too, probably were telling him, "Listen, man, you're the shit. You're like they depend on you. They can't play without you. Like so, like let's just play these mind games." And he's a little uneducated person. Just follow the fucking rules, man. And the thing I miss the most is the old school players, man, like Gattuso.
But I
Who
think I don't think that's possible in today's world anymore.
I
Definitely
know,
not possible.
I know. I'm a little bit like living the past, but that's why I
No, me
said
too. We all do.
I miss those days, man.
We all do because when Milan was on top, that was the times when we were ruling. That's how football was. But I don't think these guys are gonna do it anymore because in Kess's world, he's the way Nathan said that we need to grow our team. That's still not certain in Kess's world if we're gonna grow
yeah,
the team or not. And but for him to go to a top club right now is a certain thing because he could just sign the contract.
You think Tottenham is a top club, man? Seriously?
No, no,
I could understand if there was like rumors going on that Real Madrid is going after him. I would say okay, maybe I understand him, but fucking Tottenham, man.
well,
man,
Tottenham
is a
is
good is a good squad, Tottenham.
yeah,
If you look,
they're a top club when it comes because they can spend more. They have
Well, that's really
more.
what it is.
Yeah,
Just
They can
literally
spend
just
you
more.
just
money.
said you just said it yourself, man. Because they have more money. That's it.
Yeah. Like
What
if
yeah,
But in
what
if
terms of
what
if
what what's what's ruling?
what top club
What's
to me is, man, is it's Real Madrid, it's Bavaria
yeah?
Munich,
Well, I
it's
understand that.
Liverpool.
I understand it to
So
you, but what does Liverpool, Bayern, and Real Madrid do? They all spend money.
and
well,
Vasily,
Bayern and
another.
Liverpool are a little bit better than Real Madrid are just nuts, but Bayern and Liverpool they are more calculated when they spend money.
No,
I just
compared to us, way
Oh
more.
yeah, compared to us, yeah, for
but
sure.
Yeah, I
no,
know
but
if you compare them to Real Madrid, because it's hard to compare any club to Real Madrid when it comes to spending money. But compared to
well,
Milan, Liverpool, and Bayern, they spend way more than us. They can't
anyway,
afford.
on Kessie's mind, he has a 10 years career, so he has to go to a club that expands and
And do as much
invest
as he can. Yeah.
and
But
do as much as he can to win a
if
title. So
if he's only getting and that's the thing too. Like again, if you want to talk about titles and stuff, go to Madrid or I mean even like Chelsea or Liverpool, but
Nathan,
but
Tottenham is gonna
Tottenham,
win the Premier League next season, man.
man, no, they're not, bro. They are not,
But
they ain't at the level of Liverpool
I'm sorry,
or
Lord,
at the
but this
or
is
at
some
the
funny shit you just said, man.
like they're not at the
okay,
level of
okay,
Liverpool or Manchester City, bro. Like don't get me
okay.
wrong, Conte is a great manager and
Yes,
he
he
will
is.
be in the running for sure. But Liverpool and Manchester City play at such a level that Liverpool,
Nathan,
the players themselves, are
Don't
not at that
underestimate.
Nathan,
level.
no, Nathan, forget about. You see, the mistake people analyze football looking at the past, but you have to analyze
I'm not.
football.
I'm looking at the present, bro. And right now, those
Yeah,
Nah, man.
exactly. It's
Tottenham
not
is not
always.
in the.
Don't
It's not
underestimate
always.
Conte, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's not always gonna be like this. First of all, Guardiola is leaving. Klopp is 6 points. Probably is going to be 9 points from Man City tomorrow. So it's not that superpower. Liverpool is not that superpower anymore. And Tottenham is going to spend. He's going to spend serious money next summer. They have
Conte never took a club mid-season besides this time. So the table doesn't reflect his team as much. But Conte is a great manager, man. He win the Premier League with Chelsea?
Yeah, but Chelsea
he,
has good
he won it
players.
straight
Like,
away. Yeah, but Chelsea was a team that was finished 10th the year before.
yeah, but their players though are technically better. I'm not
Oh,
saying
come on,
as a
come on.
better team.
No.
I'm not talking about as a
Tottenham
team.
gets great players right now.
They have
Yeah,
great players,
They
Tottenham,
have
man.
good players, but as a
No, they have
team, they
great
are not
players.
better than Liverpool and
We
City.
No,
Listen
right
to me.
now
We
they're
will
not. Right now he's
dream
talking
players.
about next season. I mean, it's not for sure that they're gonna win it, but I'm sure Conte is gonna do way better than where they are this
The
season.
I'll tell you what. If you look at the squad Tottenham has an incredible, has a good squad, and if you invest the right amount of money, which they're gonna do, they become they will challenge to win the Premier League next season. Trust me. Trust me. If you put KC in that midfield and you put another defender close to Romero, because Romero is really good. I've seen him in the Premier League. He's good. They have wings on the left. On the right, they're gonna buy more wings on the left and the right. Striker wise, they are covered, man. Harry Kane and Son, they score, they run, they do everything you want from a striker.
Isn't Son playing on the left? No.
No, they play as a double striker, like Lukaku,
two strikers, yeah.
3-5-2.
like Lukaku Martinez. Now is
Oh,
Kane
okay.
Son, and Lucas
So
Moura
it's
comes
3-5-2. It's 3-5-2 by Conte.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
that's
3-5-2.
that's all he knows. So he
Exactly,
does it well.
and sometimes it becomes a 3-4-3 with Lucas Moura coming in, and they are deadly. They know what they're doing now. They're crossing, they're running. He's the team that run the most in Premier League. He was the
Guys,
last. Now he's
disclaimer.
the one.
Disclaimer here. I'm very biased when it comes to EPL, so sometimes maybe don't even listen to my opinion. But I'll say this, man. The only team I respect in England is Liverpool. That's it, man. The rest,
We're in the same boat. We're in the exact same boat.
the rest of the teams, I feel bitter and I'm
Why
fucking
Liverpool?
jealous. I'm fucking jealous because those fucking teams. Tottenham
Liverpool
did
went
not.
through the same experience that we did. Like, we're literally going through the exact same thing Liverpool did with their rebuilding, and they're a club that just does things the right. They're doing things the right way.
History, man. I
Yeah.
respect clubs with history, not this new clubs that just got all this crazy money because of
United? What about
Ye-
United?
United. I mean, I don't hate them. Like, let me put it this way: I have certain respect for them, but to me, if you ask me in England, what club you could support, I would say Liverpool. That's it. Nothing. No other club. I
I'm
have
not.
I have respect for
Uh,
Arsenal too. Like Arsenal, I used to watch when I was like a young boy too. Like it's the only team I watched besides Liverpool when there was Thierry Henry, man. I mean, it was a great team with Wenger, man. I mean, beautiful team. But in terms of history and what the club can bring to the table, like to show, like, hey, besides the all this cash, like milking cows with cash that they have right now, the EPL and all this shit, the true historical clubs of England is Liverpool, Man U, and that's it.
Hey,
That's
I'll be
yeah,
back in a few
well,
minutes.
that's yeah, go ahead, man. But that's just football, man. Clubs rotate every like if you look at history, like Nottingham Forest, don't they have like 3 Champions Leagues or something?
Yeah, two Champions League.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back in the day, yeah.
they're like in the second division or third now. So that's and Atalanta used to be a Serie B team. Now they're in the Champions League. It's just how football works. Chelsea maybe got there with more money. Tottenham didn't though, because I remember in 2010 or whatever when they beat us, they didn't have this crazy team.
Yeah,
They had young guys like Bale and they had Adebayor or some, but they didn't have like crazy names. They didn't get there with only money. But I understand what you're saying about history. That's how I feel like that about Liverpool also. I feel like Liverpool is like one of the real clubs that you could call that was back in the
for
day and they're still around.
For me, is more about. First of all, I like to watch the Premier League anyway. I went to watch West Ham the other day, and tomorrow I'm going to watch Chelsea at the stadium,
Hey
Stamford
man,
Bridge.
you live in England. I mean, obviously.
I just no, but I like football anyway. I would do that if I'm in Spain or in Germany. I will follow the local league anyway because it's stupid not to do anyway. But Tottenham, Florence said pretty well. They rebuild like us. They rebuild slowly, buying scouting, buying young players, investing to the academy. They built the stadium 2 years ago or 1 year ago, something like that. They built the training ground, so they started from scratch. So I respect them the way they're doing things. They've been really unlucky because they who is running that club he has zero football knowledge,
Another
and
American?
the guy Levy, the guy that runs the Americans are the owners, I think, but the guy that runs it basically finally he understood to make a club like Tottenham run properly, you need a strong manager, a badass manager
He tried
that
it with
actually.
Mourinho. That was the first
Mourinho
try.
is an old guy, man. Mourinho is dead as a
He's
manager.
washed,
It's
washed
finished.
up.
No, what I'm trying to say, he tried with Mourinho.
And that's
Yeah.
that's how yeah, no, he tried, but that shows how he doesn't understand about football. You don't go for Mourinho, man. Mourinho is finished as a manager. He's done already the maximum he could have done. You need a proper guy, the guy that is at his peak at this moment. And he got Conte,
Yeah,
and
I think Conte
yeah,
is gonna do well, man. Conte is gonna do well.
he's gonna win
Ugh,
the Premier League. And I
I
don't remember, still, I don't remember an Italian manager that came
With
to the
two
Premier
teams?
League and didn't win the Premier League.
Italian
That's right,
coaches,
right?
tactically
Ancelotti?
speaking, like tactically speaking, they're the best coaches, man. So
Ancelotti won the Premier League. Mancini won the Premier League.
Okay,
Ranieri
yeah.
won the Premier League. Conte
That's
won the
right.
Premier League.
Wow.
They
because
win it, man.
that's what I just said. Like because tactically, they're one of the best coaches, like and the well
Exactly.
prepared coaches
Yeah.
that you can find, man. This
Yeah.
English guys, all they know is physical, push, ball in the box, man. That's all they
They're
fucking know, man.
physical.
Exactly. They don't understand tactics. So
Uh,
I can see Conte, challenging for the title. In terms of
It's
winning, man, not next season. Maybe season after, man.
it's pretty weird to see 3-5-2 in the Prem though. You don't usually, well, I don't watch them that much, but I don't think there's a lot of teams that play with three in the back in Premier League. No.
That's his thing, man. That's Conte's thing, bro. Like that's how he does, man. That's all he knows. He knows 3-5-2 and he plays it well.
Yeah, but
And
but
you know,
and he wins everywhere with that.
yeah,
He got
he
it in Inter, Juventus a lot of times. He got it in Chelsea, and that's his thing is that once he gets planted into the club, and that was one of his rules that he broke with Tottenham. I don't know why. He never took a club mid-season. He always would take a club in the beginning of the
what
season,
is
the
his
beginning.
salary? Does anybody know how much
Oh, he
he
probably
got?
gets a shit ton of money.
he
That,
gets like he's getting like 15 million a
that's
year.
why he took mid-season, guys. Because nobody would offer him that money, man. Nobody else probably
Well,
offered him.
No,
he
they
was getting
always
a lot
offer
in
him that
Inter.
money.
Well, how much
He was
did he get
getting
in Inter?
12 net in Inter.
Yeah, it was the most paid manager in the league, I think.
Yeah, he did get paid.
No, he got the job because Paratici committed. People are saying Walter Mazzari. Guys, I'm talking about managers that get a team that is a big team, that is can be a title contender.
I think
That's
Mazzari
why.
did pretty good job too, man. He didn't fuck it up completely.
So I remember Ranieri was managing in England before as well. He was managing, if I'm not wrong, Chelsea, but Chelsea was not a title contender at that time. So I'm talking about if you give, let's say you get Allegri and you give Allegri to Man United. Fucking Man United in 2 years is gonna be competing to win the league.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Italian managers, as Vasily said, they have such a wide tactical knowledge. They can adapt so quick. They understand the opposition. and they just go up for the 3 points. I want to hear Henrik about this topic
Yeah,
because he's
man, this
from
guy hasn't
Norway.
said anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, man, we're talking a lot. I
You
want to
you
hear
you
your
have
opinion.
Hendrik, you have to bargain, man. Just don't sit and be quiet, man.
Yeah,
Here,
we're
it's
not
like you
polite
gotta
like
take
that.
it by the balls, bro.
We're not in
You gotta
North
take it by
Europe
the
here,
balls,
man.
man.
Yeah, about Italian managers in the Premier League, or
Yeah, or in general, if you want to, we talked about a lot of things. So if you want to catch up
Anything,
with
yeah.
something,
yeah, I mean, Italian managers have had great success there, but I think as far as the Premier League right now, when you see, I watched the City versus Leicester game the other day, and when you
yeah,
see how fucking oiled of a machine they actually are, it's like crazy to watch them play.
It's
And
insane
of
team,
course,
man. It's insane.
yeah,
I
it's
agree.
just insane to watch them play. And same with, I saw the Liverpool game today. They lost, but yeah, I think obviously you can never underestimate Conte. He's a insane manager, but it might take like 2 or 3 years before he win the league. Maybe it's a project, but you saw it at Inter as well. He won the first year, so you never know. But obviously, it's very hard to win the Premier League, and sometimes it's up to like small details that in the end of the season will punish teams if they so it's very, very competitive, but I don't think you can underestimate Conte because he's proven how great he is. So yeah.
I agree, man.
Conte,
Mm.
I
Yeah.
agree
Conte
because
won the Premier League the
Tottenham,
year. Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Tottenham, they were running for the like second place and first place like 2 years ago, and they had the same players. They were going to semifinals in Champions League. They don't have a bad team. They just need to find their way of playing because the names are there. And if Conte gets a grip of the team and transmits his ideas into the players' mind, what he wants to do and what he wants from them, Tottenham is gonna compete for everything, even in the Champions League.
Yeah, yeah. I moved to
And
England when Conte moved to Chelsea, and all the newspaper, everyone was talking about the fact that Conte need to rebuild completely the team. That is gonna take around 2 or 3 years for him to win the Premier League. That City was really good, and all these other teams. Everyone was looking good. Manchester United was investing a lot of money. And I was telling my mates in England, I was telling, what you guys are talking about? Conte doesn't know how to win in 3 years. In Italy, no manager knows how to win in 3, 4 years. You have to win quick in Italy.
Right
You
away.
get Inter, you have to win right away. This is the money, this is the players, now go and win.
Exactly.
So I told them Conte is going to try to win in the first year and Chelsea team, everyone was saying Chelsea needs to be rebuilt. He fucking reinvented Victor Moses as a right wing. No one, he was going on loan every year from Chelsea. He completely rebuilt the team in a preseason. He didn't buy a lot of players. He kept the players he had, and he just reinvented the team. And he won the Premier League straight away. People were shocked about it, and I was like, "This is normal in Italy.
Yeah.
You get a job with a big club, and they invest money, and you have a good team. You have to win."
You expected to win, yeah.
Yeah,
and as well, like, we don't know if City and Liverpool are gonna be the same next year because things change like quickly in football, and other teams start to understand how you certain teams play, and they start to get a, what is the word for it, like they understand how they play, and that can also change
yeah,
how
And
yeah.
you already
a
have,
team that's in the top can certainly be further down because other teams start to understand how they play and stuff.
but
Yeah.
I see the videos that the club Tottenham posts on YouTube, and it's like almost like vlogs of what's going on in the inside of the club. And I
Yeah.
saw that when Conte arrived, I was watching, And Conte has his own entourage. He brings his own staff. He has everybody that he's worked forever with them, like the medical staff and like the physical coaches. He has his
That's
own
all
team.
professional coaches. All professional coaches like that.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
No,
Roy is back, bro. Roy is back.
no, Roy, it's not true. It's not all of them. Just big clubs,
Eh,
just top clubs.
well, all Serie A coaches. I mean, okay, maybe the guys are just. As far as I know, every coach has his own staff. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know.
they all bring their own stuff, man. So that's normal. I think that's just how it is nowadays. So
I didn't know
No,
that really.
no, it's not like this, man.
no, like, hey, Lauren, like, look it up. Gattuso brought his own people. When they fired him or let him go, he said, "I'm leaving all the money to my staff," like whatever that was by the contract. The same Pioli. Look at Pioli. He brought his own bold. I
Yeah,
call them
but
bold team. All bold dudes, man.
I mean,
So
maybe the smaller coaches, but most top level coaches, like first team coaches, usually have their.
guys,
yes,
we are talking about. I don't know what we're talking here because I know, for example, Guardiola brought 16 people with him. Mourinho moves around with 8 people,
Yeah,
10 people.
right.
Pioli's not moving around with 10 people, man. Pioli has
No,
4 people with him.
okay, yeah, but that's a staff. Everyone has his own staff. Yeah.
So when Florence is saying Conte brought his medical staff, probably Conte brought 16 people with him. He brought the medical staff, a few guys that deal with the medical staff, data analyst, assistant,
and
the
so
coach.
These guys get fucking paid millions, dude.
and somebody to wipe his ass
That's
too.
why.
Don't forget
That's why he
about
gets
that.
paid.
That's why. And so they were counting the Conte cost to the club around 45 million a year with the staff and everything.
Well, good
What
for
the
them.
hell? What the hell does the football turn into, man? What the
So
fuck?
It's a
Pioli is
money-making
not
machine, my
bringing
brother.
the medical staff. I don't think Pioli is bringing the medical staff or stuff like that.
No, I
He's
don't.
bringing
Not the
3, 4
medical
people.
staff. He's probably has a few trainers, and he has a physiotherapist, and he probably has other guys. Medical staff at Milano is Milan Lab.
I mean, like, what is his renewal? How much he's gonna get when he gets renewed? Now he's making like 2 million. What is he gonna get? Like 4, 5 million? Conte? I mean, not Conte. Pioli.
Pioli did he renew his contract already?
There's talks of renewing. So
Yeah,
He's already renewed, man.
He's renewed.
right after
Yeah.
the Atletico Madrid game, he renewed.
how much
Yeah.
is he getting paid now?
2 million.
200 billion.
No, wait a second, guys. Before he was making 2 million. Now what is he making after renewal?
Oh,
2
he was
million and the food, like Milan pays for his meals.
Yeah, and the
Oh my
transport.
god! Oh my god! I'm asking serious fucking question, man. Like seriously, man. Like
He gets 1 meal per day.
Oh my god!
And
The
the
gas
transport also.
is paid. Yeah, the gas is paid from
the club
BMW.
the club pays for the commute also.
They pay for the bus.
no respect, man. No fucking respect, man. What the fuck is this, man?
No respect for the
Shit.
elders.
Shit, man. Padre Piolo deserves all the respect, man. It's the first time I had some joy in my life, man, in the last 2 years, man. Since 1992, man.
Vasily, what do you think about this comment, man?
Which comment, man? I know who this guy is now, man. So I'm not saying anything, man. I still, you know.
You can tell him to fuck off, man. No
No,
problem.
bro, I'm not.
Okay.
He's your brother, man. I'm not gonna do that shit, man.
Why not, man? I'll tell him to fuck off.
I'm old school, man. You
Anytime
can
I
tell
want.
him. You can tell him, but I'm not gonna tell him, man.
Is
Oh,
he
man,
also a Milan fan?
No, he's an Inter fan, man.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, that's how his family works.
No, man,
It's crazy.
I have a younger brother, but he
He's
had
winning
no
the
other
bet.
choice.
Oh shit, man.
Andrea, how do you feel now that you're most likely know that you're going to win the bet?
He's not gonna win the bet. He's not gonna win the bet. People are asking Henrik what he thinks about Erling Haaland and where he's going to play.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I think or they have been very quiet about it. Like they're not saying anything, giving any. He's
So-
like
I
Dortmund
think
now.
Henrik, Henrik has some insight into it because I think the last time he was here, he said that he knows a friend that knows Holland.
Yeah, a good friend of mine knows his brother, but
He's never gonna say
Hey,
that.
bro, hook us up, man. Hook us up. We'll make some moves, man. We'll make some offers he cannot refuse. Trust me, man.
Is
Yeah.
he? But he knows the brother of Erling Haaland. Now you're saying a
Hey,
friend of yours.
yeah.
But how's Erling Haaland as a kid, as a person? Because we
Well,
see just the superficial side of him.
yeah, I think he seems like a genuine guy. He's like awkward and weird in
He's a
interviews
piece
and
of
stuff,
shit.
but
Shut up, bro.
he looks like if I like besides all jokes aside, he looks like one of those weird kids in the school, man. Like he dresses weird. He like fucking has like I saw his some interviews he has. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about, man? This kid, man. Like seriously, man. Like
he's kind of weird. But I don't know him personally, so I can't really say how he is as a person. But I mean,
No, he's a
football players
hardworking type of
great.
guy. Is focused or is more like
no, he's a hard when it comes to football, no question asked. But when it's outside of football, man, I don't know if I want to have a beer with that guy, man.
Why not, man?
To be honest, man,
he's
fucking,
gonna pay for sure. He's gonna pay
no,
for sure.
no. It's not about that, man. He just gives me that vibe of like a I don't know how to say it, man, but like one of those, as I said, like a weird people, man, like weird motherfuckers. Man.
He looks like a nerd, but I think he's a nice guy.
But
Probably
I
he is,
feel
man.
like because you can see like Mbappe when he went to PSG, he got kind of cocky and like Neymar and that, like
Yeah,
not
exactly. True.
likable anymore. But I don't think Holland is there yet. So he might be in the future, but he seems pretty like he's weird, but he don't seem like a bad person.
You know. Can you imagine when if he joined Milan and he was with at least for 1 year with Zlatan? You know, his confidence would be fucking skyrocketing, man. That guy would be walking. He'll be walking with his balls like just like this, man. Like,
He's already doing
fuck
that,
you.
man. In the
Yeah,
past.
man. I don't think he lacks.
He's already
I don't think he
doing
lacks
that.
confidence right
Because
now.
I
I remember one of the
Let's see it.
first
Let's
like
see it. Let's see it, please. This is a
interviews he
children's
had.
program.
It was like he tried to be.
Children's channel, man.
Yeah, because I remember one of the first like big interviews he had in I think it was the Champions League or something. It was almost like he tried to be Zlatan and just answered short, and because Zlatan and Ronaldo is his idols, so it was like trying to be cool or something.
him.
But I don't know. I think
You know, nobody can answer like Zlatan, bro.
I have a question for Henrik. Do you think he's going to play in the same team with Mbappe, or he wants to be the villain? And
I think he wants to be the main guy, but
yeah,
I mean, if he has a great team around him, it will do him well as well. So
that's why I support Sweden, man.
he's not from Norway, man.
You didn't get my joke, bro. You didn't get my joke.
No, I didn't get it.
Whatsoever, man. He just flew by you, man. You're like, what the fuck he's talking about, man?
Oh my god.
You know.
Anyways, I think he's gonna go and play for. I don't know, man. It's getting weird now, the situation, because I really believe he doesn't want to play with Mbappe. He really doesn't want to play with Mbappe.
I mean, like honestly, like how would you like if you had the same talent as him, man? Like you want to be like the main point, man. Like
I wouldn't go for
person.
AC Milan if I had his talent, but
I mean,
because I
man.
love AC Milan so much.
I know. We are biased here, but at the same time, would you want to be on a team with like fucking Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, man? I mean, like those stars will take away everything from you. Everything.
I'm not that type of person. I want to be the main guy as well. If I have that talent, I will play
Real Madrid, man. Real Madrid.
No, I would go for AC Milan, or I would go for a Premier League team.
No, fuck Premier League team, man.
But I wouldn't go for the best team. I wouldn't go for a team that has a potential just to prove a point, just to tell everyone, you know what? These guys, they went to Real Madrid, Barcelona, to already established club with a lot of money and a lot of big players.
Laura, man, we were born in different times, man. Our like understanding and our principles.
No. It's my personality. No. Forget about it. It's my type of personality. It's my type of thinking about. If you have that talent, that power, and you are so good. Like Maradona. Maradona chose Napoli. He didn't choose Milan, Juventus,
One of the
or
best
Inter.
people, man. That's what I like about Maradona. No matter what people say about him, that motherfucker had some steel balls, man. He just said, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Napoli, the team that was shit, like shit.
Now,
Showed up and did this thing, man.
I'm different because for me, my experience is I want to play with the best. I want to have the best around me. I want to be in service for the best, and also players. I've never had any players in any teams that I worked with that wanted to play with players that were shit. Even the best players always wanted to play with the best players. So I don't know, man. I think Haaland and Mbappe together, they can win some serious
In
trophies.
Real Madrid, bro.
I
In
doubt
Real
it.
Madrid, they
But
can
for-
win serious trophies, not in PSG, man.
But for like Holland, if he wanted to prove a point, like Dortmund is not like a crazily good team. They are obviously good, but
Yeah, they're a good
it
team,
would
man.
make sense for him to go to like Fiorentina and Vlahovic
No,
go to
no.
them. Like it wouldn't make sense. I think he has the options to go to some of the best clubs in the world, and I think he will choose
Real
a
Madrid.
project where they will stay good for like 5 years, or like not just 1 year, but a team that will consistently be at the top for the next 5 years or something. That is also good and can support him.
Besides Milan, the only team is Real Madrid, man.
No. Let's not do this, guys. Let's not do this.
No, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I'm not
what
saying
about
that's what's
you?
gonna
What
happen.
about you, Vasily? What about you?
Ah, fuck
No,
you,
no,
man.
no. Let's talk about the 2022. We're going there. No, let get out of 1994, guys. We're not in 1994, and
Yeah,
Savicevic is not as a right our right
Can I
wing.
stay for like one more second, man? In 1994, man.
So he's 2022. Savicevic doesn't play as a right wing, and Joshua is not coming next season, guys. So
These
forget
guys-
about that.
These guys are still very young. Like it's not for sure yet that they're going to be on the top of the world.
No, but what I'm saying that if Erling Haaland was to score, let's say 700 goals in his career, because that's what they're thinking. Mbappe and Erling Haaland are thinking that I want to score more goals than Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah, but
So if they-
it's not for certain that he has that capability yet.
Yes,
Exactly.
man.
No. We know they don't have that capability. Like we know they're not Messi and Ronaldo, but they can become. Now the question is if Erling Haaland goes to fucking Milan sorry for the fucking, he's not gonna score. He's not gonna score more than 20, 25 goals in Serie A, and probably in Champions League he's gonna get out of the first year. He's gonna finish in quarterfinal or round of 16. But if he goes for Man City, he's gonna score fucking 30 goals. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League. He's
Yeah.
gonna score 35 goals because he's gonna do a lot of tap-ins, a lot of easy goals, and a lot of beautiful goals as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, he's gonna play all the Champions League. He's gonna play 10 games in Champions League or 13 if he goes to the final. So he's gonna start to build up those numbers. But he's thinking even more forward. He's thinking if I go to the Premier League at the age of 21, I'm going to be burnt out at the age of 27 because the level of the intensity of the football is so demanding that you get so tired. So his agent is telling him, go to fucking Spain when the intensity, the physicality is less. The teams, you don't have any competition apart from Real Madrid or Barcelona. The other 19 teams, you're gonna score a lot of goals.
Atletico sometimes, man. Don't forget. Once
they
in a
are
while.
finished. They are finished. Simeone is finished, and they're finished. So basically, he's gonna have 18 games, easy, or relatively easy, and one Classico when he can shows up how good he is, and that's it. So for me, he's going to Barcelona or Real Madrid for that reason. So his career, he can score a lot of goals. Physically, he's not too demanding, so he still has gas in his tank at the age of 28, 29, and he's more knowledgeable on the tactical level. and probably is gonna end up to Bayern Munich or maybe finish in the Premier League or Serie A and keep scoring a lot of goals. That's what's gonna happen, in my opinion. That's
I
what
don't
their
know.
agents are thinking.
The teams in Spain, I think they're in a downfall now. Honestly, I don't believe that they're going to be on top like they were in the next like
Mm,
5 years.
man. Like partially agree with you, but never count out fucking Real Madrid, man. You cannot.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
I
you
agree
can.
with
Yeah, you
with Florent. I agree with Florent.
you can rule them out because they had. If you look at their history, they only had like good runs. They
But
weren't consistent. I mean,
Flor-
like every other team. But if you look at Ronaldo's team when they were dominating, and you look at Barcelona's team when they were dominating, they they're far from that now. It's not about one player.
I
They had a generation of players that were great and they were winning.
They
I
had
I,
better coaches too.
I agree with you, man. But the only thing I'm happy about is downfall of Barcelona, man.
You
Why?
are?
You shouldn't be happy for any downfall.
I fucking despise that fucking team.
Why? Why
Because
every
How,
AC
how,
Milan?
how can you hate the
I
money?
never. You have to understand, man. Like I never liked Barcelona. Never with Messi, without Messi, don't give a shit about it, man. Never liked that team. The only team I like is Real Madrid in Spain, man.
Well,
That's it.
the thing about these teams, guys, the thing about these Spanish teams is that if they go through a downfall, it's not going to last very long. Like these teams have
Yes.
crazy amount of resources, and if Barcelona is going to disappear, they're going to disappear for 2 years or 3 years.
I don't think so, man.
But
But even
then,
I
if
mean, have you
then,
seen the youngsters that they have?
then these
Barcelona is
guys
actually
are
stacked right
back.
now.
Barcelona, Real Madrid are set up to go on forever.
yes, but
I'm
let's say
I'm in
let's say
between. I'm in between.
let's say Haaland decides to go to Barcelona. He's not gonna sacrifice 2 years to wait for Barcelona to rotate back up to have his career because that's basically
Mm.
3 years wasted years in his
Yeah,
career.
but the thing about that, and it's not to start an argument, is that Barcelona has the spending power to get Haaland, and Haaland is probably why you're not going to be in a bad period. Haaland is going to take you out of that bad period. Like these guys have,
I don't know.
these guys have the means to buy the best players in the world, so
Yeah.
they can recover faster than Milan.
Thanks, Roy, also to the Spanish government, man, because
They
they created
have great
laws. They created
they,
laws that helps Spanish
they
football.
have great
True.
they have great players right now. Like if you
And
look at the names, every position is better than ours.
Barcelona,
And
I mean, their academy is one of the best, so nobody's gonna argue with that.
Let's make some order here. I want to hear the opinion of everyone, and I want explain a bit, going deep on this situation, Real Madrid, Barcelona, because what I'm hearing here, Florent is saying that they're not going. If I correct me if I'm wrong, they're not gonna get back to the level of Ronaldo, Messi, type of Barcelona, Real Madrid. That's what he's saying. They're still gonna win La Ligas. They're still gonna show up in Champions League semifinals, quarterfinals, round of 16. They're still gonna be a difficult team to beat. But what Florent is saying, I think, is saying that they're never gonna reach that level of perfection, because that was almost a level of perfection
Well,
they had
I
with
don't know.
Ronaldo and Messi.
I
Every
don't know if
position they had a top player, top
exactly
three in the world in every
legends.
position.
It was
A
legends.
legend, exactly,
Xavi,
exactly. Legends
Iniesta.
of the game. And
But I'm
I'm a bit
saying
with Florent in that position
maybe
because
never. I'm not saying never, but I don't think in the next 5 years they're gonna be like the 2 or 3 top teams in Europe.
Yeah, but guys, listen. The thing about it is this: when Milan was in that banter era, and we had all that money that we just spent, we're like, who are we going to get? We're going to get Rodriguez. We're going to get Çalhanoğlu. We're going to get Conte. Real Madrid is like, who are we going to get?
Hazard,
Hernandez.
Coutinho,
Hazard.
Dembele.
They get
Yeah,
Hazard, and you
they're
never
gonna
see him
go. They're
play.
gonna go in those traps, man. Don't worry. They're gonna go in those traps. That's why I agree with Florent on that. Because Barcelona on one side they just had a miracle coming from the sky, Messi. They
It's not all
didn't
about the
find
money,
it.
you know.
He came, and everything you could have put around him. Another miracle that came from the sky: Iniesta, Xavi, Piqué,
Yes.
Puyol. These
Busquets.
these are legends. They don't play for money. They play because they love the club and they grow in that club. They had their banter era. Puyol had his banter era. Iniesta, Xavi, they leave their banter era. And they resisted, and when Ronaldinho came and when Messi came, they become legends. So, and they added pieces. They bought pieces like Dani Alves. They failed on Ibrahimovic, and they bought David Villa. Pedro came from the Cantera. So, what happened there was, yeah, some people behind the scenes, they had an incredible football knowledge. These players live up the expectation. They didn't get lost, like a lot of talent get lost. And the perfection happened. So, all the planets go in the same line. Real Madrid, on the other side, they bought a lot of players until they find the right one. On the midfield, they bought a lot of players before they got Modric, Kroos, and Xavi Alonso, and
Yeah, but
Casemiro after. So they changed and changed. They lost a lot of La Liga. They lost a lot of seasons.
Tried
Kaká was a
every coach.
mistake. Exactly. They bought Kaká. They tried a lot of coach. They changed Kaká. They brought Ozil. They changed Ozil. They brought Di Maria. They changed Di Maria. They brought Bale. So every single position they change it, change it, change it. Now the question is how much time they have to do this same process without the world competing without them. Now PSG,
well,
Man United, everyone competes with them for
the
players.
difference is though is that the majority of the best players in England are usually coming from Portugal or South America. And at the end of the day, those players' dreams will always be to play for Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Nah,
Yes.
man. Look,
It's
Milan
changing.
was
That is
New
that
Milan
is
had
true.
that
That is
generation.
money too.
100% true. But guys, but you answered your own question there, like, what does Real Madrid do? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, it didn't work this year. We'll buy this player. We'll buy this player.
Okay, Roy.
But
Roy,
that
No.
is the only way to do it fast,
they always
No,
had the
no.
money. Chelsea always had
No,
the
no,
money.
no.
right?
Yeah, but
Teams
Look,
always
again,
have the money.
Chelsea,
Milan has to
and
start from the
those
beginning. Real
EPL
Madrid doesn't
teams
need to
do
do that.
not have the same pull as Real Madrid and Barcelona. They never
guys,
will.
They
no,
don't have
what
the
I'm
same
saying,
debt
Never.
also.
If Real Madrid decided that they wanted to go for De Bruyne, you think he's going to stay at Chelsea? Fuck no, not with Real
I
Madrid.
don't know
If
why
You
you
can make a
think
name
he's
for Real
going to go to
Madrid.
Real
if
Madrid.
Real Madrid guys really wants this summer, they'll get De Bruyne and Salah and fucking Mbappe if they want.
I get
Easy.
it, guys, what he's saying.
Easy.
I get it,
Easy.
what he's saying.
Easy. Easy.
Easy, exactly. Calm down. My question is that what happened 10 years ago, there was a different generation. Ronaldo, Messi, Iniesta. This type of generation was willing to stay and keep improving and waiting for the club to invest and find the right player. Ronaldo waited, I think, 4 years before winning a title. He was really suffering a lot that, and he was actually thinking to move as well after this 4 if he didn't win anything. I think he won La Liga with Mourinho in his third or fourth year, something like that. So these players were willing to wait. How much Mbappe and Haaland and all the players that are going to buy every year are willing to wait, not winning, and seeing other teams win Champions League? Maybe they're gonna crumble. Maybe fucking Raiola is gonna say Barcelona is buying always the wrong players. You know what? I'm going to City in 2 years. You guys don't deserve Haaland. So that's the thing. That's my question. It's not so sure they're gonna repeat the same system and not succeed.
I mean, history repeats itself. You've heard that phrase, Fleur, and that's what Real Madrid is good at doing.
Guys,
They're
Real Madrid.
repeating the history all the time. So when you think they're down, they always come back, man.
Yeah,
So to
listen.
me personally, like Real Madrid, the name of Real Madrid,
It
just by
doesn't matter,
itself.
man. Football. This is football. It doesn't matter what name you have.
Oh,
No, it
man,
doesn't.
remember-
Come on, bro.
It
Come
does
on,
matter.
man.
It does
Come
matter.
on, man.
Your
Come on,
argument.
bro.
Your argument is they have the money to buy the players.
They have
that doesn't determine anything. It helps, but it doesn't determine. And this time it's not gonna help because they bought Beckham, they bought Ronaldo, they had Zidane, they had Carlos, they had Casillas, they had the
Owen.
whole 11 was all best, all stars. How many Champions League did they win?
No, they won one La Liga and one Champions League. They
It doesn't.
they bought all
Money,
the best player in the world, and they won
money,
one league and one
Guys,
champion.
but this is
money
always
doesn't
been Real Madrid.
determine the outcome.
This
It
is
helps.
Real Madrid's history. They've always bought the best players,
No,
and they've
I'm
always
not-
won. Always.
Guys,
But
Roy,
no, they
Roy,
didn't
Roy,
always
Roy,
win.
let me say something to you guys. Like, honestly, as a football player, like, if any of you played football, like, actually played football,
Yes.
A lot.
so
Yeah,
like you
lot.
you would understand where I'm going with this. Like, what was your dreams? Your dreams to play for the best club ever, with the most titles ever, with the most prestigious name, and Real
Yeah.
Madrid is
No.
always on that list.
For me, it
Always.
was Juve.
Well, look,
Like,
it
fuck
is.
you with
It
it.
is. It is. But
Real
it-
Madrid is like
according
a
to
fucking
that-
top right
According,
here.
Yeah,
acco-
of course. They're the top.
Ac-
It's undeniable. They're the best team.
according to that, everybody should be supporters of Real Madrid because
No,
they're
Most
no,
people
no.
are.
I mean,
Guys, no,
they're not.
we
They're
we
not.
are not. We are a bit. Listen, Real Madrid is always on the top, but there was period on the history of football they were not on the top. In the 90s, they were not on the top.
But in the 90s, Italy just destroyed everybody, man.
Yeah.
So that's what we are saying. So it can happen. We can say that in this era of football, Premier League is destroying everybody. So
But
you can argue that. You can say actually that Real Madrid is not going to get on top.
Look, can Real Madrid win the Champions League this year?
Yeah, they can win the
There you
Champions
go.
League.
That's it.
But I can tell you something. Bayern Munich can win the Champions League as well,
Yeah.
and the other four English teams can win the Champions League as well.
There's plenty of teams stronger than Real Madrid right now.
But you can
But they
make
still can win the Champions League.
Can
When
they win the
when
Champions
we
League?
were in our banter era, guys, we were 7th place in Serie A. We hadn't seen Europe. So do you understand the difference? Their banter area is, fuck, we know for sure we're not going to win it, but maybe we can win it. Like, these guys are a million steps above.
No, this is not. No, Roy, this is not a. What Real Madrid and Barcelona are living now
I
is not
agree,
a banter
Roy.
era. It's not a banter era. No one is saying that they're living a banter era. What I'm saying and what Florent is saying, that there's gonna be a moment that not all the players wants to play for Real Madrid, and they're not gonna win the way they won the last 10 years when they had Messi and Ronaldo. They're not gonna go to the final, semi-final so consistently. That's my opinion, because Ronaldo and Messi is like having Van Basten and Maradona.
But the thing is, yeah, they can get that. They could get that if next
There's
year.
no players like that yet. There's no players like that.
This
They don't have
generation,
players like
this
that.
generation, it's Mbappe, it is Haaland, it is these guys.
They're
the next
not in
generation.
the same level. Not the same level.
They're not in the same level, Roy. And
Well,
another thing
okay.
is-
So how about this, guys? How about this? Haaland, in the history of football, has the most goals of any professional in the history of football at this age. So already Haaland is breaking records that nobody in more of a century of football has been able to do. So these are the next superstars, guys. These are the next superstars. In 5-6 years, we'll be comparing them to Van Basten, we'll be comparing them to Ronaldo, etc., etc. But these guys are doing numbers that are out of this world. So these guys will probably end up at Madrid more likely than any other team at the end of the day, I think.
Roy, I agree with you on. Listen, I agree with you on this
It's
point.
more likely.
The point is,
It's more likely.
the point is it the next Modric gonna play for Real Madrid and give those beautiful balls to these guys and create those incredible chances? Is the next Bale or the next guy on that right wing gonna come at Real Madrid and does the hard work, or the defensive midfielder? Are these players, are they gonna get it right and buy the right player? That is my point.
They're not gonna find the recipe. They're gonna find the recipe.
Okay, so the question is, how long do you think it's going to take them to do that?
Look, it's not gonna take. It's not gonna take as long as us. We got very unlucky ever since we started our downfall. But it's not gonna be like, let's say Haaland wants to go to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid has 5 years of roughness ahead of them, or three to five, that they're not certain if they're gonna win Champions League or not. Why would he waste 5 years when he could join City, or he could join Chelsea, or he could join Bayern, and he could start winning right away?
Florence, you're forgetting that Pep Guardiola is leaving Manchester City.
Okay, but you think they're gonna leave for somebody that's bad?
But
No, I'm
still,
not
though,
saying.
Probably gonna get another top
I'm not saying.
manager.
No, I'm not saying that's like they're gonna live with somebody bad. Like, but you have to understand the system, the unit that he built. He if he wins this league, that's 4 out of 5 league titles. Like, there's no Manchester City coach that did it like as he is doing it right now. Pepe is a special coach,
Of
and
course, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, but
he brings that mentality, he brings that vision, he brings that tactical
okay, but
knowledge.
Bayern, I don't even know Bayern's coach's name,
It's
but
it's
he's
German.
killing.
In Germany, I don't know if you ever lived or been to Germany. You have to understand Germans are all about system. When they build the system, it never fails. Like, you look at their cars, you look at their products. That's just how German function. It's a well-oiled machine, and that's
Unless
what Bayern Munich is,
unless
man.
it's a war strategy.
I
Then
mean, even in war, man, those motherfuckers. Even in war, those motherfuckers are pretty good, man. Back in the day.
Well, it doesn't show in the last two big one they
I'm
participated.
just saying the German.
The
fucking
Germans are very
system-
good at
just
brainwashing
joking,
their
man. Just
people.
joking.
They're
But
really
No,
bad
hey,
at
hey, hey,
bottling
let's
wars.
let's not
They're
go
really
there.
good
Let's
at
not go there.
bottling wars.
hey guys, let's not get into historical bullshit, man.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
seriously.
It
I'm
is.
talking about football. I'm talking
It's
about
only
football.
jokes. It's only jokes. But let's say Barcelona. Who's Barcelona's coach right now?
I think it's
Xavi.
Xavi, man.
Xavi.
Yeah.
Xavi is a new coach. So if they plan of
Dude,
keeping him, it's
it's a fragile system, man. We Barcelona, Real Madrid, they have all the potential, the power, and the money to repeat what they're doing it. But
Yeah.
who have seen football for long enough, we need to understand that it takes time.
yeah, man.
And listen, getting Modric. People think is talent. No, it's not talent because they got wrong all those midfielders before Modric. They got wrong
Ga-
all of them.
Who's
Fucking
Diarra,
Gargano.
Who's the next Modric?
So exactly, the next Modric, they're gonna get wrong at
But
least 5. If they
who
get
is,
it right,
but I'm
doesn't
asking you
exist.
right
Maybe
now.
still doesn't. Maybe doesn't still doesn't
No,
exist.
there
Maybe the
is one.
guy.
There is one.
No, maybe the guy is
No,
going
sir.
for his first season.
Yes.
Come on, guys. When Real
Pobega.
Madrid, guys, when Real Madrid was buying Ronaldo and Kaká, Modric was not a professional player. He was
But
in a youth academy.
today there
He's
is
in
a
a youth
player
academy.
that can substitute, and I'm sure you agree with me. De Bruyne, right? He is the
No, he's not a midfielder. He's a
but
number 10.
he is the next. He is the best midfielder since Modric. There's no doubt denying that. According to his market value, etc. He is the number one, right?
I think he's better than Modric. In my
Yeah, I
opinion.
think he's
He's a
better.
different player. He's a different player, Roy.
Yeah,
Where are you
they're
going? Where are you going with
No,
this?
but
He's a
I'm
different
not.
player.
I'm not comparing the exact position, but midfielders' impact on the team, right? The thing is that is it not realistic to say that Real Madrid can buy De Bruyne in the upcoming future? Of course, they can get De Bruyne.
Yeah.
So. I mean,
Yeah, and he cannot, and it's realistic to say that De Bruyne cannot match
Like
with
Hazard. Like
he
Hazard.
cannot but he cannot match with Mbappe. They cannot work together
Why would that? Why? Why not?
Or he could
because
fail
we
like
saw
Hazard.
it. No, we
Who
saw it.
said that
Kaká,
Hazard was going
Ronaldo,
to fail?
We saw
Kaká,
with that?
Ronaldo, Kaká, Ronaldo. Everyone was saying they're gonna work perfectly together. They failed together.
Well, Ronaldo, maybe. I don't know. Why did that fail, though? Did it fail? Is that what was that?
He failed, or because
My impression was that Kaká just didn't perform, and Ronaldo was kicking ass.
Kaká had
because
some problems.
so
man.
no, but guys, when it doesn't work, that means that maybe
The
De
chemistry
Bruyne moves
is-
to Real Madrid and Mbappe is kicking ass. De Bruyne is not performing because they don't work together, and one of them is gonna pay the price of it, and is not going to perform.
For me,
It works like this.
for me, that's a difficult concept to understand because these guys are paid millions to work together. Like that's their job. It is to work. They're not
But-
playing for themselves, guys.
That's-
Players are
Roy.
are there on a contract. Their mindset is I have to win trophy with the club. That's the
No.
first thing I'm thinking, and then the other words will follow. It's the way to do it. It's like this.
But-
You can't
but-
play for yourself, guys. You can't do that. This is a team sport.
But we've seen that so many times. in the
Roy,
history of
you're
football.
trying to solve everything with money. Nothing is. Money helps, but it doesn't determine the outcome.
Yeah.
I like today's conversation. It's good conversation.
Yeah.
Are you smoking weed, man?
Listen, man.
No.
Hey, but it's not money, though, man. It's not money. Real Madrid is history. We're
I
talking
agree.
about hundreds and hundreds of years, well, a century of being top always. This
Roy.
is a club that has so much cushion. It's crazy.
No, Roy, this is a club that won
They
5
said
Champions League after the Second World War, and they showed up again after 30 years to win another one, and they won 4 after 20 years. So they're not consistent. They don't come up every
No.
5 years and
Okay,
win
true.
one like Bayern
True.
Munich and Liverpool and AC Milan. They just showed up once every 30 years. They win 5 of them, or 4 or 3.
This is not
And they
Italian.
and they
It's
kind
not
of
Italian.
I'm not saying disappear, but that's what happened in the history. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Okay,
it's gonna happen.
but they're always
That's what
up there competing. They're always
Yeah,
up there
they're
competing.
man. I'm not saying they're going to Serie B, but it's gonna take a long time for them
exactly,
to achieve the perfection they achieved with on the Ronaldo era.
exactly.
That's my opinion.
Especially Barcelona. You can see Barcelona. If you look at them in the past 2 years, they've gone a notch lower every year. They've gone a little bit lower every year. Now they're in the Europa League now, and whatever
But
7th place or some shit in the
That's
league.
because
it's
they
the
don't
same
understand
with
they need defenders.
What?
That's Barcelona's biggest problem, is that they think that they can solve all their problems with attack. Barcelona's biggest problem has always been their defense. Even Pep Guardiola, when he was there, said that they are terrible at defending. That's why they always keep the ball. And when you get a coach
No,
that's not as good as Pep and you still continue to get attackers, your team is but PK is garbage without Puyol. He always has been.
no, I don't
He
say
always has
that,
been.
man.
And then Puyol leaves, and then who's PK's best partner? No, it's the
Nathan,
truth.
no, no,
This
Nathan,
this is
we
coming from
know
Pep
that
Guardiola,
Barcelona
not from
problem
me.
is basic finance, man. That is the problem of Barcelona. Basic finance. They don't know how to deal with finance because that's their
But the
problem.
thing is, Barcelona is Barcelona. Yes, and I agree. They do have financial problems, but like every other big club, they don't care.
About what?
So they're gonna keep spending no matter what.
You
So
know,
if you're
Dude,
gonna spend and not care about your finance, then you need to make sure the rest of your team is good. And they don't. They only care about one aspect.
it takes time, and I remember when Real Madrid was trying to rebuild after Barcelona was dominating with Ronaldinho and Messi was coming up. They started to buy Walter Samuel, Cannavaro. They bought Sergio Ramos from Sevilla, this young kid that was coming at that time. And still, they were shit in defense, man. There was spaces in front of them, and they bought that guy Herrera. I think it was another guy that stays in the defense. They bought a lot of players until they got it right with the defense with Varane and who was the other Sergio Ramos in the middle. So it's gonna take time. The banter era is never gonna happen the way it happened to us because Italy is a different country from Spain. Spain is a duopoly. There's Barcelona and Real Madrid, so they're always gonna be at the top 4 or top. Well, they're gonna be always there up there. In Italy, if you lose it for a second, you lose it for long. That's the way Italy works with the Seven Sisters, the famous Seven Sisters. In Premier League is the top 6. The top 6, how good they are, and if you lose it for a second, you are out of it. Like Tottenham and Arsenal, they've been out of top 4 for 3 or 4 years now because they lost it for a second with the manager, with the tactics, and with everything. Spain, they're always going to be covered on that side, but they're never going to reach the excellence they reached with Messi and Ronaldo. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take another Messi coming from the Cantera or 3 or another generation.
I'm not so sure
6,
about
7
that.
players. Yeah, you need 6, 7 players coming from your academy or 6 good 7
Maybe
players.
you're underestimating. You're underestimating them.
Well, maybe you are overestimating them.
Possibly. But because they have shown that they can develop amazing football players, and they already have the best youngster. You know, the guy that didn't make any mistakes in the Euros. Everything, you know. So they have the next Xavi there, or next Iniesta,
Pedri.
Pedri, right?
Mhm.
They have these Spanish players that are. You saw them play at the Euros. You know how the
Man,
Spanish plays. They
I'll tell
don't
you,
lose the ball.
I'll tell you one thing, Roy. We had the next Ronaldo, which was Pato, and he got injured, and he got injured again, and he got injured
There's
again,
that
and now.
possibility too. That
So
could be
Pedri and Ansu Fati, they got injured
Ansu
recently.
Fati, right? Ansu Fati, yeah.
Yeah, Ansu Fati's been 2 years in the hospital recently.
There's no next
So
anybody
there is
there.
no
When
next Messi.
He's
I
still
saw
very young,
Messi.
though. He's still very young.
No, Roy, I
No,
saw Messi at the age of
When
17.
I'm not saying that there's another Messi, but I'm saying that they have the ability to create players that are going to make you win.
they have the potential. They do have the potential.
Yeah,
There is
okay, a little bit
potential.
more than potential, but yeah,
I don't know.
Where
I
is
don't
the
know,
next
Roy. I don't know
Roy? Where is
because
the
when
next Puyol? Where is the next Dani Alves? Where is the next
they'll
Messi?
show up. They'll show up.
They show
and
up. When they're
They
gonna
will.
show up, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be dysfunctional. Somebody's gonna leave,
and,
another's gonna show up.
and
Yeah, but
Haaland is gonna be 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not 35, but
You
maybe
think
27.
Barcelona is or Real Madrid are going to become competitive in 10, 12 years? That's how long you think they're going to be down?
10, 12?
Mm.
No, I don't think so. No, that's a long.
Bro, you can be. Listen, Barcelona can get Erling Haaland, or let's say Real Madrid
That's all
get.
they need.
Yeah, if they get Mbappe, I mean, in my eyes, the way I see football, Mbappe is better
Where's this
than
noise
Vinicius
coming from?
Junior. Is better than Vinicius Junior, but still doesn't give you that extra that Ronaldo or Messi was giving you. So still, Real Madrid are still to put a lot of other players in that squad
And you think
to
it's going to
be
take him a
content.
decade to do that? It's going to
It's
take him
gonna take
2 years. That's it.
I
no,
doubt
no
it.
chance. It's gonna take them 2 years.
Doubt
No
it.
Okay,
team's
okay.
gonna
No,
can
listen,
do
I'm
that in
not
2 years.
saying it's going to take him 2 years to create a team that is going to win 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Okay, like no team does. Okay, fine, but I'm saying it's going to take him 2 years to create it to be a team that you're going to say who's going to win the Champions League. You're always going to say Real Madrid there. You know, they already
Next
are
season, we're gonna say that, but they don't have. They're
exactly.
not gonna have a team
It hasn't
such
been
a
like that for
banging
the
team.
past
It
3 years.
depends how they spend their money as well. Like
Yeah,
you see Manchester United, like the same with Barcelona and Real Madrid. They're like attractive destination, and you see they sign Sancho and Bruno Fernandes and all these great players, but still they need
Pogba.
consistency and and build a project, not just switching managers every season. Like consistency, and then build a project, and then they will start to grow. So, but I agree with you. Like Real Madrid can easily build a team that everybody says like they will win Champions League in like 2 3 years, no doubt. Like it's probably one of the most attractive destinations as a football player to go to, no matter if they are not at the top right now. I think if they want, as you said earlier as well, if they want De Bruyne or Holland, like they will get them if they have the money for it. And Real Madrid always have the money for, not always,
It-
but they are a powerful club.
That
Um,
that's
100%.
that's what I'm saying, man. Finally, man. Finally.
how many of you thought that PSG was gonna win the Champions League before the season started? When Messi joined
Never.
and Ramos and
No,
everybody.
not me.
I
No.
still
Only
don't
fanboys
think
don't
they're gonna
understand.
win.
They're
No,
not.
I don't
Their
think so
midfield is
either.
shit.
I don't think so either. But they have the names. What something that Real Madrid would do also. Just
Yeah, but
put a
names
bunch
don't
of
really
money
mean
on the
much.
field. They do. Well, we're talking about the names. If Real Madrid
Yeah, but the
has
thing
the
is, Real
money,
Madrid gets coaches. But Real,
and
yeah, but
Pochettino is
Real
not a
Madrid gets
great
coaches.
coach.
When they won the Champions League after how many years? It's good. Yes, because Real Madrid had all those players, and it took Ancelotti to come in and win the Champions League.
Or and
Then
how
they got
many years was
Zidane, who
that?
comes in
How
and he
many
wins
years was
all
that?
those Champions Leagues.
Throughout how many years was that?
Say that again.
Throughout how many years was that?
When Ancelotti won it.
Yeah, until they.
Yeah,
When you're
but that's
saying
what
they
I'm saying.
changed, they get the
They needed a good. Ancelotti only took like a year or two.
Okay,
No,
but
no, no. He's
until
saying
Ancelotti,
until Ancelotti, they
since
changed 3 coaches.
exactly since 2008-9 when they got the
But
players
that's what
when
I'm
they
saying.
started
They
the
needed
project.
to get a real coach.
Okay,
And
so you're
But that's what
telling
I'm
me
saying.
they're
Like,
gonna
even if you
you're
have
telling me
really
they're
good
gonna
players,
so you're saying they're gonna get there by 2026, 27.
Let me put it this way, man. Like,
Sooner, man, way sooner than that.
let me
yeah,
put it this
I
way:
think
Real Madrid
they're
is gonna
gonna
win
they're
before
gonna get there
Milan,
way
man.
sooner than that.
Well, that's how long they took that time to change the coaches and find the recipe.
Guys, let me ask you basic questions. No matter how it happened and when it happened, who has the most titles winning the Champions League?
Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid,
I don't
no?
know what.
So what are we talking about? If the team was like you guys saying, "Oh, how many years took him? They changed 3 coaches, blah blah blah." Real Madrid is the system, man. Like they
That
been around for many years and
yeah,
they know what the fuck they're doing.
that
So
they said
you guys are just talking because I don't know for whatever reasons. Like
they said Rome was
maybe
not
you
gonna
hate
fall.
Real Madrid.
I don't hate them though.
Ah,
Look, man, there is certain
and you
things
just keep
that
on saying the same
there is
shit. Like, oh,
there is
how
Florent,
many years? How
Florent,
many years?
there is
Florent,
certain things that never change in football,
Florent.
and
But Real,
rotation of teams and generations is never gonna change, regardless how
Yeah,
much money you have.
It's
but
true.
that's
It's
the
true.
thing.
It takes a
Players will be
while. It's
willing to
not
take
an
that
instant
chance.
thing.
Yeah, but who would you rather win the Champions League with? English club or Real Madrid or Barcelona?
What is that question? It doesn't matter.
Those players are going to choose Real
Even
Madrid
with
and
the Croatian
Barcelona.
club, I want to win the Champions League, man. Is that a question? That's not a question. Would you rather win
Yes,
the Champions League with
but
a
Ask
who would you want
ask
to play for though to win
Hey,
that?
Nate,
ask Hazard.
But
Nate.
that's the
We have
thing.
we have
But
but Larry,
that's
but
the
this is not. This is also a good point because guys, think about it. South. It is true. The majority of South Americans, Barcelona, and especially Real Madrid, because in the Latin world, Real Madrid is king.
There's a lot of noise. I don't know where it's coming from. It's
it's
like deafening.
I think it's Nathan. I think it's Nathan.
And even if you look at French people, Italian people, they're going to ask you, do you want to become a legend of Real Madrid? They're all going to say yes. Probably every single player in the world is going to say yes, is going to answer yes to that question.
Oh my God,
Okay.
bro! No one questions that, man. No one really questions.
exactly
And
like
actually,
you're
that
gonna
is a.
take a chance.
But guys, that is actually the problem of that brings Real Madrid weaker players as well. That attraction makes every player says yes. So Real Madrid just make an offer and gets the player, but we don't know if the player they get is gonna be the right one. What we are questioning here is that a generational change, when a generation is dying and the next one is coming, it takes years, not a quick money injection, and you start winning again.
But I
So
think
that's what we're saying.
the big clubs should start with the coaches and like create a system and then get the players based on that
Oh
and
my God.
find that one guy that can actually build a team for, yeah. But of course that's what they're trying to do, but a lot of big teams have failed with that for so long. And Savi, who knows, he's new to coaching. Obviously he was a great player, but he might
guy,
fail.
guys,
Then
who
it's
Florence and Laurent, man. I understand you guys are hating the success of Real Madrid. That's okay, man. You are
No,
you're APL fans, man. You keep on fucking following
no,
APL, man.
no, Vasily,
Like you
Vasily,
can't, yeah,
Vasily.
Laurent.
No,
Listen. Just
yeah,
give
go
me
You're
for it. Yeah,
being
a
very
second.
emotional here.
Yeah, yeah, I like
you're
that. I
being
like
really
that.
emotional,
That's
man.
good.
No,
No,
but
no, I
I
like
just don't get it. Like you have to understand, guys, that this club has the most titles. They didn't just by the chance like win it. Oh, like just by the chance, by luck. They have a system, man. Like you
But
cannot just win Champions League without
but
no
see,
system.
they have five of them when they had the king was from Madrid. Like when he was making rules and he could make the rules of
No,
football.
no,
That's how they
Florian,
won five.
they won 5 in an epoca, in an era when they could get all the best players of Spain and play that competition. That's what they were doing. Before
They
playing the Champions League, they were getting all the best players of Spain, playing for Real Madrid to beat the European teams. And they
but
were sending back to Bilbao, Athletic Madrid, Barcelona. So because that was the club of the king, Franco. So where they were going for international competition, all the best players of the country were playing for Real Madrid, winning the Champions League, coming back to Spain, and come back and play for the team they were playing. So that's why I'm saying those 5 titles they won in 1950s. Yeah, you consider, of course, as a you can put on your museum. You well deserve it, but you don't put them on analyzing their stats as a club, as a history, or
That's
the way they do things. That's my
that's
opinion.
that
It
still
wasn't
doesn't
even.
make them more undesirable
No.
than the other
Go,
teams.
but going back to being desirable, listen to me. When the Sacchi Capello era finished, and we won everything, and we were the most desirable club in the world. Players like
Exactly.
Baggio, Weah, Marco Simone, all the best players in the world wanted to play for AC Milan. How long it took us to win again the Champions League? We won another one in 2003. It took us almost 8 years to win the Champions League and be competitive to win the Champions League. 8 years. And we invested a lot of money in those 8 years. We tried to buy the best players or the most promising players at that time. We bought Shevchenko, we bought Gattuso. We slowly we bought all the players, and we won in 2003. And in
Even
2003 we won again with a bit of luck because we were the underdog, not the favorite.
even then,
So,
Larry, Real Madrid and Barcelona were still more popular in Central and South
no,
America.
no, it's
Yes,
not. That's
they
not.
were.
That's not. They were getting our wastes, man. Kluivert wasn't working for us. We were dumping to Barcelona. Reitziger wasn't working for us. We were dumping into Barcelona. They were getting Arsenal was getting Patrick Vieira because it wasn't working for us. We were all Europe was getting our dump. All the biggest players, all the biggest talents were coming and playing for us, or trying, failing, and going back, or going wherever they were going.
Lord,
Serie A was
because
with
Serie A
Paolo.
was the biggest at that time in the 90s.
Yeah.
Serie A
Exactly.
was the biggest.
So you're proving our
but-
point because there's a rotation, there's a generation, and what
It
happened
takes a
next?
generation, yeah.
Then the Spanish league became the strongest after that.
So
With
now is the
Barcelona and
English. Now is the English.
Now
I
it's
don't
the
know.
English.
I don't
is-
know who it
Is
is.
the strongest.
For me, the English have always been
They're
like
consistent.
as far as I can remember, going back to 2002, EPL teams always had teams that could have won. Always.
Yeah, they're consistent. They have a lot of teams that are consistent throughout the years.
Football comes from England, guys. So like, let's start from there. So obviously, they have traditions, they have passion, they have fan base. So obviously, like English Premier League teams, they always like, even though they haven't been winning, in from like 1970s to 2000, whatever, but still, like they have traditions, and you cannot take away from English teams like that
No.
style.
All of them have tradition. Even Liverpool, it was the same thing with them, right? It was since 2005, and they didn't see the light until recently.
Until Klopp, a few years after Klopp. For example, Real Madrid won the Champions League in 2001 or 2000. I don't remember exactly. 2001, I think, was it? Or
2001,
1990.
Against
Yeah.
Leverkusen.
2001.
Leverkusen.
Yeah, Leverkusen, 2001. And they showed up and won the other one in 2015 or 14. Am I wrong? So
I'm not sure.
13 years after. And they invest a lot of money in that 13 years. They invest a lot of money. They bought a lot
Oh
of players.
man, come
And
on.
they changed a lot of players. That's
They-
all what I'm saying. It's going to happen. They're going to invest a lot of money, but it's not going to take 2 or 3 years to win for them. The European level. It's going to take a few years. 6, 7, 8, maybe.
I don't think it's going to take
Ancelotti's a
them that long.
magician.
You know the good thing about, not the good thing, but what the way I look at the Bayern Munich, man, is this team has the monopoly in Bundesliga. They buy the best German players, like within the actual championship. They buy the best players. Whatever comes up, they always get them. So that's why I never been like, because I lived in Germany. Like when I studied, I was actually a fan of Borussia Dortmund, because I was like, I was
That's
like
not
getting,
good.
I was getting sick and tired of Bayern Munich winning all the time, man. Because they have like Juventus in Italy, the same shit, man. Like maybe a little bit different because there's still Inter Milan and Milan. But in Bundesliga, if you really think about it, even nowadays, you have RB Leipzig, you have Borussia Dortmund. Who else? Who else do you have besides that? Who can fight against Bayern Munich? Almost nobody. Like they got the best budget, they have the best academy, youth academy, they have the money, they just buy everybody. That's what Juventus has been doing for years, just buying everybody.
Yeah, but there's a difference because Bayern can win the Champions League.
Yeah.
And Juventus cannot. I agree with you. I agree with you.
But
Yeah,
what
but
year did
are
you
you like
study there?
opposed to this or like
I'm
what
I'm
is like
actually like if you follow my train of thought, man, like I'm opposed to that shit, man. Like I don't because once you have monopoly, man, that league is done. Like Bundesliga, the only good thing about it is it's very well organized. There's a lot of fans that go to the game on average. But if you look at the titles, Bavaria München has been dominating this league for the last 50 years. So there's nothing
Yeah.
exciting about that league. Nothing. Nothing. Zero.
Yeah, but since we have we have more like title threats in Serie A, I wouldn't care if Milan did the same thing because the league would still be competitive because you can't have everyone on your team.
But
I personally would not care because I want Milan to win the league every year, and I want us to go and do good in the Champions League because the more you win, the better players you can attract. So I would.
Yeah, but that is a selfish way of thinking.
yeah,
Yeah,
and Nate,
But
you
it's
would-
true. It's true.
I mean, I don't know if it's
Nate,
selfish or not.
guys,
Come on,
like,
guys. None of you would be complaining if Milan was doing the same thing.
obviously nobody's gonna be complaining, but to be honest, it will get boring. At the end of the day, it's gonna get boring.
For who?
No,
You wanna-
but that's
Not for
again,
me.
But look, but that comes back to my point. Serie A is more competitive. Inter Milan can still buy other players. Juventus can still buy other players.
Juventus buy
It's
all
not-
the players, man.
If we won the league like that, we wouldn't be winning it as easily as Bayern does. That's the difference. The league would still be fun and competitive to watch. That's
Yeah.
the
But-
main difference.
But guys, you have to distinguish between like the Bundesliga and Serie A. Serie A has been always a little bit different. Like
Yeah,
Bundesliga,
I agree.
Bundesliga has been always like this since 1960 something, man. Bavaria got hold of the whole league, and it's been keeping the hold of this until now, until these days, man. So that's the difference, man. Even though Juventus has a hold of Serie A for the last 30 years, it's still once in a while like Inter and Milan win Serie A
worthless.
once in a while.
It's worthless.
Well,
To me, that's pretty gangster, guys. I don't know about you guys.
It's
No, it's
worthless.
nothing
when
gangster,
you
man.
can't win the Champions League at least once in those years, that means it's worthless. That means that Serie A was going through a bump, and you were stronger at that time. But when it doesn't mean that you were a strongest team of the era. You can't win the Champions League not once in those years.
Hold on. So when Juventus got relegated, how come
The
when
best
they
day of
came
my
back,
life. The best day
they
of my
came
life.
back and now they were eventually able to get into a far greater position than we are, despite
Because
technically
Nate,
being held back
No,
farther.
Nate,
It's easy.
Agnelli
Oh
family.
no! Why
owns-
did you take it here?
Agnelli
No, no.
family owns the fucking that family
but
owns the whole country,
and-
man.
It's
and
a
our
good
owner
point.
was-
Nathan has
and
a
our-
good point, guys.
And our owner was a prime minister who had boonga boonga parties. Like
Hey,
at the
listen,
end of the day, man, do it. And at,
Boonga
especially at that
parties.
moment too. At that
Boonga
time too,
parties,
when there
man.
wasn't even financial fair play. They should have been fucking going balls in, buying players and shit.
Man,
Instead, we just fucked
Nathan.
around.
No, Nathan. I'll close this conversation in 30 seconds. We
Oh,
had a
shit.
team. Listen, we had a team with Cafu, Stam, Nesta, Maldini, Pirlo, Gattuso, Seedorf, Kaká, Rui Costa,
Yeah,
Shevchenko.
and we won the Champions League.
and Calciopoli
And
was
what
happening
did
in
we
that
do
moment.
with that?
No, and that's why we didn't win it.
Yes, but we still won the Champions League. We won the Champions League in
No, 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 no.
2007. What did we do with that money?
Forget
That
about
was
the
We
money.
had all
that
the
was the
fame.
downfall.
We
That
had
was the
No,
downfall. Not taking
exactly.
action in
That was the downfall.
2007.
I'm
Thank you, Roy.
no,
Thank you, Roy.
the
Not taking
downfall.
It is
action.
true.
No,
100%
That's on
true.
us.
Nathan,
That's on
Nathan,
us.
Nathan. Okay, Nathan, I'm
That's on
telling
us.
you, the downfall was Berlusconi invested a lot of money. He built a super team, and still Moggi was stealing the league. He was fucking corrupted and was winning the Serie A. At that
Yeah.
point, Berlusconi said, "You know what? No, let me finish." At that point, Berlusconi said, "You know what? Whatever money I throw in this fucking Serie A league for this team, Agnelli is always going to win the league because he's always going to find a way. So I'm not spending any money anymore. I'm actually going to sell AC Milan."
This
And
is a
after-
conspiracy theory, bro.
No, it's not.
No,
That's what
it's
happened,
not,
Roy.
man.
That's what happened, Roy.
No,
Like,
stopped
listen,
investing.
you
So
Juventus-
Moggy,
hey.
is the reason why we didn't go out and buy better, younger players.
From 2005, he
Not
decided
from
I'm not.
Syria, not from Syria. I'm talking about from around the world.
I'm
Moggy is
explaining
the
you.
reason why that we could not buy any players.
Yes,
He went
he
to Milan and
decided.
said, "Berlusconi, you can't buy anyone else because I
No,
said so."
Roy, Nathan, you don't understand. Berlusconi understood how the system works in Italy, how corrupted is the country, and he just gave up. He
Like-
just said, "You know what? From
Nah.
2005,
Like,
I'm not."
you can't
free
tell
now."
us what was in Berlusconi's head. This is a
Yes,
this is like a
okay,
conspiracy. This
Roy,
is a conspiracy.
I'm not telling you what was in Berlusconi's head. I'm judging what he did after 2005. I'm
I'm
judging.
not talking
He
about
sold-
that. I'm talking about
No, listen to
2000
me. He
after
sold.
two-
No, I'm telling you, he got rid of Rui Costa, never replaced him. He got rid of Shevchenko, never replaced him. He got
Why?
rid of Kaká, never replaced him.
Why?
I told you why. Because he
No,
doesn't want
no,
to.
he
Because he
could have
decided
gone
from
to
that
other
moment.
parts of the world.
No,
But he
liar.
didn't.
That's
No,
not
he,
entirely
Nathan,
true.
didn't.
Nathan, are
He
you?
didn't.
Guys,
Sorry,
Berlusconi
Nathan.
had a
Nathan,
500
no,
million.
Nathan,
500
are you?
Liar,
Nathan,
liar.
Nathan, are you? No. I want to finish my concept, man. Forget about the money he was on. Nathan, are you not understanding what I'm saying? Nathan,
Oh,
can
I
you
understand
just?
what you're saying.
No, you're not understanding.
No,
One at a
I-
time,
I-
please.
I-
One at a time, please.
One at a
I
time,
can-
Nathan. Let me finish. Berlusconi in 2005 said, "I'm not spending any penny for this club because I cannot win the Serie A. Even if I bring Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Messi, I cannot win it. He's decided. Agnelli has to win this league. It's a
And my
fact."
response to that is Barcelona was winning La Liga every single year, and Real Madrid decided that we're still going to
Because
spend money.
Barcelona was winning in the pitch, man. Juventus was winning in the office, calling.
Okay, but they
referees.
want. Oh, but the thing is, though, Larry, that still does not stop us from getting players.
He stopped Berlusconi because he said, "Whatever player I get here,
No,
if I put
no.
the best in,
I need
they're
to
gonna apply
correct
the
you guys.
referees."
I need to correct
That's what happened.
the record here. I need to
No.
correct the record.
No,
I need to correct the record because the truth here. Now, I mean, this was we heard conspiracy theories right now.
No,
And they're
Roy, that's not a conspiracy theory.
Anti-Juve conspiracy theory, but the
No,
truth
that's
is
not a
this.
conspiracy theory.
This is the truth.
Fuck
I'm not
you,
gonna
man.
say.
Fuck
Roy,
you,
this-
Hold
man.
on, let me finish, and then
Like,
you
No,
can.
you're not gonna start. You're not going to start.
No.
Larry,
Fuck
Larry,
off,
not
man.
going to
That's
start.
what I'm
No.
saying,
No,
Larry,
no.
that you want to finish your point. Now let Roy
No,
finish.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not.
You
He's
always
not
let
starting.
me finish.
No.
So
He's
let
not
Roy
even starting this
No.
point.
Listen, he doesn't want to hear the truth.
No,
The
you know
truth
what?
is that
Exactly.
Berlusconi had a
No, it's not-
$500 million tax lawsuit.
Not in 2005. Not in 2005. Not in 2005. See, Roy, you need to get documented.
But in
Not
2007, in 2007, yes.
Not
In
even
2000
2000.
Yes,
he had the
yes.
No, he
Now,
had the
now,
Sue law.
no,
Go and
no.
check it. He had the
I-
Sue law in
no,
2009. No, he didn't have that. No.
No,
And he
that's
won,
not true.
Roy.
That's
He
not
won
true.
that Sue law. He won it. He
That
won
was
that
way
Sue law.
before. But this is the thing.
No. See, you're
Berlusconi
saying
did
the
not have the
incorrect.
Berlusconi did not have the money to invest anymore.
Look at this.
He
Juventus
did not.
fans
Hold
coming
on,
out,
guys.
man.
Guys,
Juventus fans, man.
he
Coming
had
out, man.
he had a $500 million
Yeah, sure.
lawsuit. That is true. That is a fact. You cannot undeny that. And the financial fair play was already killing Berlusconi because he couldn't be a
Not in
competitive.
2005. I
Yes,
gave you this.
in 2005 is when we
I
lost
gave you the
Shevchenko,
proof
right?
that from
2006.
We sold Shevchenko in 2005.
Right. The
2006.
question was 2007. That was when the downfall happened. In 2007.
No, the
because
downfall
he
happened,
didn't have the
Roy.
money to compete anymore.
No,
That's the truth.
No,
That is the truth.
See,
And then he did
Roy,
that
I'm giving you
sacrifice. And then he did the sacrifice for Ibrahimovic and Thiago Silva. But then that's it.
5 million loan. 5 million loan. Roy,
He
you
stopped.
don't know what happened.
it's
You
true.
were in California getting a suntan, so you don't know. I
No,
lived in Italy
no,
that
the
time.
the
So you don't know what
anti-Juve
happened.
banter is
No, it's not.
pathetic.
Whatever.
It's
I
pathetic.
know what happened. I
pathetic.
was in Italy, and I
Guys,
know what happened.
So
Okay,
I
so
want,
you
what's the
don't
I
know.
want
point?
to tell you, Lard is saying that the reason why Milan stopped the winning
Not
champions
Milan,
is
Berlusconi.
because
Berlusconi.
Moggi was, guys,
Yes.
Moggi wasn't even there in 2007. Moggi was already gone.
Roy,
Juventus
stop.
came back from the Serie B and dominated everybody
Roy.
without Moggi. Post Calciopoli.
О, блядь, ёб твою мать, нахуй.
No,
Seriously,
Roy,
man.
you are changing what I say. I say that from 2005, Berlusconi stopped investing. And you know why he stopped investing? Because he knew that the league was rigged. So there was it was not worth it anymore to invest.
No.
Yes,
Seriously, man.
that's what happened. And I gave you fact.
true.
From 2005, we didn't buy a player that was worth
He
the
didn't
name
have
of
the
AC
financial
Milan.
ability to invest anymore.
No, he
didn't
had
have
the
it.
financial ability. He had the money.
When
to
did
do it.
when did we sell
2005.
when did we sell Shevchenko?
In 2006. we sold him.
2006.
Yeah.
And you think if Berlusconi wanted to
Hey guys, I'm Ukrainian. Can I say something
do you
here
think
about
it's no? Let me
Shevchenko?
finish.
Roy,
Let me
Roy.
let me finish.
Okay,
No,
okay,
let me
okay,
finish.
Okay.
If you think Berlusconi didn't want to sell Shevchenko, you think he wanted to sell Shevchenko? The fact that he sold him is because he lost financial power. The financial fair play started hurting us before the 2003 Champions League.
Laura,
That's when it started hurting us.
Let me answer
Financial
the question.
fair play in 2003.
Laura,
Yes.
let
What are
me,
you talking about?
The
No.
financial fair play. Berlusconi was talking
Roy.
about the financial fair play
Laura.
before
No,
the 2003
Roy.
Champions League. Yes,
Roy,
look
what
it
do you
up.
say?
Look it up.
I
Look it up.
feel so sorry for the people on the
Laura,
chat.
Laura,
Abramovich was already.
Roy,
Berlusconi
Roy.
could have never competed with Abramovich. He could not never
Roy.
competed with Atletico
Laura,
Real
what do you
Madrid.
say?
He could not
Let's-
compete with Barcelona.
let's
He could not
Vasily-
compete with Bayern.
Let
Munich.
Vasily
No, you guys
talk,
are
man.
lying. You
No,
guys
no,
are
no,
lying.
no.
You're
Listen,
saying
Roy,
you guys
Roy,
want to
Roy,
push
I'm
these
from
stupid
Ukraine. I'm
propaganda.
from fucking
You're
Ukraine.
pushing propaganda.
And Shevchenko is
You're
from my
pushing
country.
BS.
It's
Look,
not a
Shevchenko is from my
conspiracy
country.
theory that Juventus bribed the referees.
Moggi,
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
when Juventus won their 9 Scudettis
блядь,
in a
kurwa,
row,
nahуй,
Moggi
блядь.
wasn't even working anymore. What do you
Well,
guys
nice.
think?
Okay, Roy.
Roy, can I say
changing the
something?
topic here.
Can I say something, Roy? Like, let me tell you the interview that he gave in my home country, where I'm from, Shevchenko, why he moved to Chelsea. Because Abramovich kept on pushing him, saying, hey, come on, they became friends. He's like, join my team, join my team, join my team. And then finally, after the 2006 World Cup, he said, okay, I'll join your team. So he pushed for his own move, man. Not that Berlusconi. Berlusconi is a godfather. Is a godfather to one of his sons, man.
Berlusconi, that was the biggest shame in his football career. It was the first time that he was forced to sell one of his diamonds. It was the one that he said that. Those were his words. Berlusconi did not have the power to compete anymore. And also, guys, this is the other thing. You're saying 2005, but in 2006, Moggi wasn't there. Juventus wasn't there. We're talking about
Now that was in
2007.
No, Roy.
Exactly.
2006, Moggi was there. They just
Larry,
got caught.
2007,
Leave-
Juventus
Larry,
and
forget
Moggi
about
weren't there
2006.
anymore.
Forget about
Whoa,
2005.
Roy,
Forget
why
about
you saying lie?
2003. Stick to
Nathan,
2007,
Nathan,
bro.
Nathan,
Please,
Juventus-
please stick to that year. Can
I'm
you please stick
sticking
on
to
that
there.
year?
You guys
Juventus
are
was
changing.
in Serie B.
How about we all stop yelling here? What the
No,
fuck
exactly,
is going on
guys.
here?
Blair is not
Nathan.
sticking to the year that we're talking about. He's going beyond that.
But because
We're talking about
Nathan is
2007.
Nathan, because in your brain you think the downfall started in 2007. I'm telling you, the downfall started in 2005, 2006. In your brain, you already decided. I'm telling you my opinion, and if you don't want to accept it, and I'm giving you fact, from that year we never invested any money,
Thank you.
and from that year Berlusconi realized that the league was rigged. And there is no. Do you invest any money?
I get that.
Do you invest
Okay,
any time
Larry,
on a game that is rigged?
Hold on,
Would
Roy.
you
Hold on,
play-
Roy.
No, hold on,
Larry,
my dick.
okay,
Hold on,
okay, you're
my
right, Larry,
dick.
you're
Now
right,
you
Larry,
answer my
you're right.
question.
You're
No,
right,
now
Larry,
you
you're
answer
right.
my. No, Nathan, now you
I'm
answer
trying.
my question.
I'm trying.
And do you
but
invest
gotta-
Let
you
him
gotta be
talk,
quiet.
Larry. Shut up. Let
Larry,
him talk.
Hey,
Let him talk,
everybody.
Larry.
Hey,
Shut up. Let him
shut the
talk.
fuck
I
up,
want to ask a
everybody.
question, Nathan. Do you
Laura,
invest
Laura,
money
Laura,
on a
hey.
game that
He's
is
trying to
rigged?
answer you. You keep on talking.
No,
Hey,
I
guys.
didn't ask the question. I didn't ask this question. He's answering what? I didn't
Listen,
ask
Larry
the
is
question.
totally
What
making
is
shit up.
answering?
This is
No,
this
what
is
is answering? Right,
conspiracy
what is my
theories.
question? Nathan, what is my question?
Kurva, блядь, нахуй.
There.
Твою мать, блядь.
What is my
Can I-
my question, Nathan? Did you
Larry,
answer my
can I
question?
speak? Can I
Let him
speak?
No,
talk.
what is my question? What is my question? Let me
him
answer
talk.
my question.
Let him fucking
No, I'm not
talk.
gonna let you
Can I-
talk, man, because I give you an answer
Can I
and you
speak?
want to speak. No, I'm gonna ask you. I have
Hey.
a question to you. I have a question to you, Nathan. Would
Go-
you
go
invest
ahead.
any time and money on a game that is rigged?
All right, now let him answer.
Yeah, let's see what he's saying.
Okay, number one, yes, I'm still going to invest.
Oh,
And
you're
number
an
two-
idiot. I'm sorry, you're an idiot. You're going to the
No,
casino,
because
you
this
know
is a
it's rigged, and
conspiracy.
you're
What Larry
throwing
is
money.
saying is a
You're an
conspiracy.
idiot. I'm
It's a
sorry, man.
conspiracy. It's an opinion.
Okay,
It's a
Larry,
conspiracy.
Larry.
Keep
So,
investing
okay,
on a
now-
game that is rigged. Okay.
Larry, take a deep breath.
Man, you're
and
investing
let
on
me
something
speak.
that is rigged. That is. Do you want me to hear the answer?
So,
You really
so
have
why
a-
did Moratti invest?
So-
Larry?
so-
why
Hey,
did Moratti
guys,
invest in
hey,
Mourinho,
hey, guys.
Snyder, Eto'o?
And what did he win?
What
Guys,
the fuck are you
one
talking? What
Serie
you
A.
want me
No, no,
to
no,
do?
no.
Guys,
Roy,
relax, suka
Roy,
нахуй,
He
блядь.
won the only Italian team
Roy,
to ever win with
Roy,
triplete.
Roy,
Yeah,
see,
he won
you
one
guys,
Serie A.
sorry, Roy,
And
you
Serie A,
and Nathan,
5
you don't
times in a row.
listen. Nathan and Roy doesn't listen. When
Larry,
I
you
say
haven't even
the
let
li-
me finish yet.
no,
you haven't
when-
even let me
because
finish.
Roy,
I just,
no,
No,
Roy
I
is
just
saying
started.
why
You-
because
Moratti
you
is
just kept
investing.
going. You want
Guys,
to
guys, can we have a- can
Roy,
we
I'll
have an
mute
order
myself.
here,
I'll mute
man?
myself. I'll mute myself.
No, Roy,
Can we
Roy,
have an
listen
order
a
here,
second.
man?
two-
Seriously.
Just to, no. I'm gonna explain
in
what Roy said.
2007
Fuck, man.
and
One second, because Roy says something. Roy says something. Why Moratti invested? When I say the league is rigged, I'm not saying it's Juventus that is rigging the league. I didn't say just that. I say Berlusconi realized that the league is rigged, that the country is corrupted, and he stopped investing. I didn't say it's Juventus, Fiorentina, Roma. I say the league
No, you
is
say
rigged. The
Moggi.
country-
You
No,
say
no,
Moggi.
Moggi
Come
in
on.
2007. Roy, in
2007, he
2006
wasn't there, man.
No,
he wasn't
Roy,
there.
in 2006 was Moggi. After Moggi came Moratti. And Berlusconi knew that, and he stopped investing.
So Moratti was dirty, and then you're
Sorry,
saying
Roy.
but
In
this
the
is a
summer of
conspiracy theory. Again.
No, it's not Roy. Sorry, one
Larry,
second,
again,
because I want to hear
so,
what Nathan is
Larry,
saying. In the summer of 2006, because you guys don't know history, in the summer of 2006, every club during Calciopoli was penalized. Juventus in Serie B, Lazio minus 20 points, minus 45. Everyone had their problem. AC
So we were
Milan
all
at
corrupt.
that moment. No. Listen to me. AC Milan for a month. The how you call it, the judge didn't give a sentence for a month. They say
But
AC
we eventually
Milan,
were.
we're still thinking.
But we eventually were.
Listen to me.
So
For a
which
month,
means it's like
Just let him
it's
finish.
like if
Nathan,
you-
let him
you were
finish.
trying to. It's like if you're
Nathan,
if
this
you're
is a
trying to
fucking
steal
important.
something and
this
then you
is
get
his-
caught later on.
Nathan,
Ah,
this is
Nathan,
the
let him-
history
let
of
him
Hey,
finish.
hey, блядь.
Nathan, this is the history of
Seriously,
Serie A. If you want to listen and learn something, fucking listen.
No, okay,
For a
listen.
month, listen to me. For a month, every club had their sentence apart from AC Milan. For a month. In that month, when AC Milan didn't know he's going to go in Serie B, get minus 30 points, or still be top 4 to play the Champions League next season, every club knew apart from AC Milan. And you know why AC Milan didn't know their sentence? Because in that month, Moratti was making sure to get Vieira and Ibrahimovic from Juventus without zero competition from AC Milan and
But
other
you need
clubs
to
in
prove
Serie A.
this shit, bro. You can't
I
just
don't
say
need to
this.
prove this.
So
Galliani said
it's your
Galliani,
your paranoia. You're talking about your
it's not
paranoia.
a paranoia. When the Inter closed the deal for Vieira and Ibrahimovic, the judge came out and said, "Oh, AC Milan can play the Champions League next season."
Guys,
As soon as they closed the deal, they made sure AC Milan cannot participate
Okay,
in
so
buying Ibrahimovic
Larry,
and Vieira.
let's be clear.
And after they said,
Let's
can
be
I-
clear.
can I
You
say
are
something,
saying.
блядь, or not?
Let me say this and then I'll mute myself. But Laird is saying that there was a conspiracy to make
he's not
sure.
Roy.
let
Italy
me
is a
finish.
corrupted country.
Lord,
man.
Lord,
Stop
There-
Lord,
being
блядь,
conspiracy
what
theory, man.
fucking
Stop.
wait,
You
man.
lived all your life
Let
in
me finish.
California. and
Let
you
me
think
Lord,
it's
let
finish.
him
Don't get
talk,
caught
man.
up on the word
Let him
conspiracy.
talk, man. Let him fucking talk, man.
Yeah, thank you. Listen, so you are claiming that there was a conspiracy to rig the league in Inter's favor from there on. That's what you're saying.
No, I say that Italy has always been a corrupted league, man. Always.
Yeah.
In the last
Okay,
last
that's what
20
I'm
years,
saying.
Italy's been a corrupted league.
So okay.
It's
What about
corrupted.
is it corrupted right now?
I don't know. Can be. Who knows? I can tell you after because I'm not in the. But
You don't know.
looking at what happened in the last.
But a lot of
from
the things you
2000,
said were opinions of what people are thinking because then you're trying to connect dots.
He's not. Roy, he's not
That
fucking,
is conspiracy theory, bro. Sorry.
It's not an opinion, Roy. It's not an opinion. I'm telling you.
Berlusconi had money problems. He could not afford. 2007 was the year he won the Champions League. The team where everybody was at 31, 32, 33. He needed to renew. The downfall was there when he did not renew.
Roy.
2008, Arsenal kicked our ass. His cycle was over. Moggi was not there. Juventus was not there. Calciopoli saved Italy. Italy won the World Cup. I don't know. A lot of the things you're saying could be true, but it's a conspiracy theory.
How about this, guys? How about everybody calm down?
And that's the
Calm
point
the
I was
fuck down
trying
for
to
a
get
second.
to.
Let's just like relax for a second and let everybody open their camera and let's look at each other and say Merry Christmas, man. What the fuck is going on here, man?
That's for
What is-
pussies, bro. That's for pussies.
Please, man. Fucking pussies, man. Like
What is
seriously.
the? What was the?
You think I'm
what was the
fucking
main
No,
point?
but seriously, that's the
God
point I
damn
was
it,
trying
man.
to get to. In 2007, Moggi did not prevent Milan from spending money. He
When
was not
2007. 2007.
Yes, that's what I'm. Yes, in 2007, what prevented Milan from spending money after we won the Champions League? Because at that point, we would be the most desirable team because we just won the Champions League.
Nathan,
So why
Nathan,
didn't we
you
spend
tell
money?
me. Yeah, you tell me. You
No,
tell
I
me when
don't.
we
No,
do.
you.
No,
No,
no.
not Larry.
Exactly.
Oh my
Wait.
God.
Easy,
Nathan,
man.
we do
Larry,
this
let
here.
him finish,
fuck?
Larry.
What the
Let
fuck
him
is
No,
finish.
going
no,
on
you
here,
keep
man?
he
saying
asked me
because
he
I
asked
live
me
in
why we were
America
not
and that
attractive.
you
Why
live
we're
in
not
Italy
attractive.
and you're
Let's
the
see. Let's see.
professor, that you know everything. So now that since I'm asking you because you live there and you're supposed to be the Italian professor here, I'm just an American. You tell
Okay,
me why it didn't
can I
happen.
give you the answer? Can I give you the answer?
I'm waiting.
Can I give you the answer?
It's Mogi.
You want the
Again, it's
answer?
Mogi. But go ahead.
Nathan,
No. Can I
God
give you
bless
the answer?
America, man. God bless
Yes.
America.
Can I
man.
give you the
I'm
answer?
waiting for the
Go,
answer.
go for it. Give us
I'm
the
waiting.
answer.
Do you want
I'm
the answer?
waiting.
So we win the Champions
I'm
League. We
waiting.
are in the top. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm giving you the answer. I'm explaining what's going on in that summer.
Then
We are winning
continue.
the,
Continue.
yeah, we're winning the Champions League. We are on top of the world. We make a bid for Amauri, the same money we offer for you, the Juventus offered, and Amauri decided to go to Juventus. We make the same bid, same money, same contract to buy Amauri, and he goes to Juventus. He doesn't go with the club that won the Champions League and he's going to play the next year Champions League. He goes with Juventus, just coming from the Serie B. He's not playing the Champions League, and you don't even know he's going to do anything that season. Now you tell me this is not a corrupted country. Now you tell me that things like this happen in
Right.
Spain,
You're
That just
talking
means
about
he
the
chose
one of the-
Germany.
But why
Yeah.
didn't we go for
Right.
You
anybody
tell
else?
me. Yeah,
Right.
you tell me why he chose that.
Larry,
For me, it's a corrupted country.
Larry, but there's another
That's it.
problem with your framing. You're saying Italy is a corrupt country. The damn prime minister was Berlusconi. So it's a double negative or a double positive. So is
Roy, listen, man. You know how it comes across, man? Like you sitting here with the fucking icon on your nickname, AC Milan, and you pretending like you support Milan, man. Like seriously, man. You know, like to Laura, that's how it looks. Because
Okay.
you defend.
That's
you
how
defend,
it is, man.
You,
That's
you
how it
defend
is.
it.
No,
You defend. Hey,
that's
hey,
it,
hey,
that's
hey!
it.
I've been quiet, man.
All right,
So
all right.
everybody
Keep on
shut the
going.
fuck
Sorry,
up.
my
man.
bad. You go. Go. Finish
Like
what you're gonna say.
seriously, man. Like if you want me to yell, I'll yell, man. Like seriously, this is like a fucking in the bazaar, man, in fucking Turkey, man.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
right.
yelling shit.
It's the way it should be. But go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
man, no, man. It's not the way it should be, man. Like, so you're sitting here, man, and you're talking about protecting fucking Juventus, man. Like, nobody here as a Milan fan would never protect Juventus. Never fucking. No matter what, man. I don't give a fuck what it is, man. Like, either you a Milan fan or you fucking Juve or whatever you are, man. So
All right.
don't
Okay.
come here and talk to us like, hey, calm down,
No,
man,
no.
relax, bro.
Okay.
Don't say
right.
shit, man. Like,
No.
come on,
First
bro.
of all, my issue with the whole Juve thing is that Juve is used as a scapegoat.
Because
couldn't-
fuck Juve, man.
Okay,
You
whatever.
understand, man? Or
That's
not?
that's a stupid
Fuck
tri-
Juve, bro.
That's a
If I
stupid.
have to say, tell you
That is
something,
a
man,
stupid
fuck Juve,
tribal
man.
point.
No,
That's
I don't
being-
give a fuck. Tribal
Okay,
or not,
and I
man.
don't give a fuck, but you don't give a
Okay,
fuck, bro.
No,
I don't
nobody
give a
ever
fuck. You know
disagree,
what?
man, here, man. So
I don't give a
shut
fuck.
the fuck
I'm
up.
not
No, you
defending
shut
him,
the
man.
fuck up. You shut the
But-
fuck up.
but
Don't
No,
still-
fucking
bro.
tell me to
still-
shut the
Like
fuck.
you come here and talk
I don't give
shit
a fuck
about
what you
Milan,
think,
man.
brother.
So
I don't
shut
give a
the
fuck. I
up,
can
man.
kick you
Hey.
out right now,
Who you
and you'll
gonna
never
kick,
be back.
motherfucker?
You will
Who?
never be
Hey, but
back.
still,
I
but
can
who
still,
you
kick
gonna
hold on,
kick,
guys,
bro?
guys,
me,
Who you
guys,
gonna
me,
kick,
still.
me.
motherfucker,
I can
man?
do
But
that right
still,
now.
hey,
Shut the
I can
fuck
do
up,
that
man.
right.
we are
Shut
not.
the
Don't
but
fuck
still,
fucking
up.
talk to
not-
me like that. Don't
Shut
talk to me
the
like
fuck
guys,
up,
that.
man.
guys,
Hey,
guys,
listen,
guys.
no,
But still,
Nathan,
Calm
Nathan.
down,
I'm
guys.
not saying that I'm
Calm
defending
down.
Juventus. I'm not. I hate Juventus too.
No, no.
I'm not defending them.
No,
okay?
no.
But what I will say is that you cannot blame Juventus for Milan not spending money. Juventus were caught cheating, plain and simple. I think so too. But at the end of the day, you cannot blame them for Milan not spending money when we should have, when our team was aging back in 2007. You can even go with Larry and say in 2005 we couldn't do it because of all the cheating from Juventus. That's fine. But in 2007, you cannot use that excuse. I'm
He's
not
a
going to
rigged
defend them.
league, man. He's a rigged league.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
But
bullshit,
in
guys.
2007,
This is
you cannot say
absolute.
that though.
This is
That's the
absolute
thing.
bull crap. You guys
In
are
2007, you
pathetic.
cannot say that.
You are
You cannot
pathetic
say
by
that in
making
2007.
excuses like this. It's
Okay,
pathetic.
okay. We are pathetic.
Like
It's
Larry,
pathetic, and it's
Larry,
pathetic what Vasil just did. That was absolutely pathetic. First of all, I say, and I think whatever the fuck I want, you are nobody to tell me what I can say and what I can't say. And the fucking platform where I am fucking the host of it, and I'm fucking making you be here.
Of
So what the
course,
fuck are
man.
you
Of
talking-
course, because I am getting sick and tired when
I don't
somebody
give a shit.
with
I
Milan
don't
fucking
give a fuck.
logo
I don't
talking
give a
about
fuck.
how
Guys,
he loves
you know,
Juventus, man. Like,
But
what the
aside
fuck
from
is
that,
man?
aside from that, you guys use Juventus like a scapegoat. Like, oh my
Because
god,
that's how it is, man.
We didn't win because of you. You sound pathetic when you do that, bro. You sound pathetic.
You can tell me whatever you want, man. I will express my opinion. I respect your opinion. So that's just how
Yeah,
it
so-
goes, man. That's just how it goes,
Okay.
man.
So show that you respect my opinion next time.
Of course, if we are saying emotions, like everybody says, shut the fuck up. It's normal, man. That's just how it goes, man. If I hurt your feelings, man, that you little girl, man, and then don't be here, man. If I hurt
No.
your feelings.
I decide whether you are here or not, bro.
Of
Don't you
course,
understand that?
kick me out, man. Kick me
No,
out.
I don't want to kick you out because I don't care. If you want to attack me, I don't care. I'm just telling you, like, don't fucking tell me what I can say. If I want to protect,
Listen,
if
because
if
I got tired. All
I-
of you are
I don't
arguing.
care. I don't care.
You, Roy,
I don't care.
Nate, and Lauren,
do not care.
all screaming
I do
together.
not
I
care.
couldn't say nothing. I'm
I do
just
not care.
sitting here.
Roy,
I was
Roy,
trying to
Roy.
say something, man.
Roy, let's try to shut up for 2 minutes, and I want to ask Henrik if he's enjoying this. He's having
Yeah, of
fun.
course, he's enjoying this, man.
Yeah,
Are
it's,
you?
it's a little bit. I mean, I think it would be easier for everyone if someone talks and then the next one can come in with a
Yeah, that
response
would be
and
definitely
not
better.
scream so much. I think it's easier to have a dialogue if people just let someone talk and then someone can come with a counter argument or something. and then-
Hendrik, you have to understand, you have like different nations, man. Here, you have Eastern Europeans, man. You have Italians, man. We are emotional
Yeah.
people. We're not
Yeah,
Scandinavians. Even Quill just sit here and just like, oh, this and that, man. We're emotional people, bro.
But
I'm
I
sorry,
understand it as well because we're all passionate about Milan and stuff, and that's okay.
And I didn't
But-
mean to disrespect Roy. Like, like I like Roy, but this Juventus shit, man, got to me, man. I cannot listen to this bullshit, man. I cannot.
People
I
ask,
cannot, man.
what's
See,
going
I'll
on,
never
guys?
stop. I'll never stop. So
That's
you gotta,
your
okay.
you gotta
hey,
deal
listen.
with it.
Okay. Let's talk about the next game because that's why I put the Rebic picture anyway. I wanted to talk about. I don't know. Fucking Nathan opened this discussion out of nowhere. He
Laurent,
managed-
Laurent, you added to it. Don't like sit here like you're like
No,
all quiet
Nathan. No,
and fucking
Nathan
like
said-
relaxing, man.
Nathan say we never invested any money after the Champions League, and I say
because-
to him, that's the
Because
reason.
Larry, we really didn't, bro. Like,
Yeah, and
we
I
really
didn't say
didn't.
no. I said that I gave you the reason why we didn't do it.
yeah, but the whole thing though there was that I was saying after 2007, but you were going to earlier dates from when Mogi was, the reason clearly he didn't get kicked away from football
for no reason. Clearly,
But but
that happened. Hold on. Clearly that happened, but I'm not talking about that time period. That's a different year. In 2007, he was
It's
not
a 12
there.
months after. It's 12 months after.
But
Man.
in 2007, he is not there. So you cannot use
Yeah,
the same
but
excuse from
no,
2005 for
Nathan.
2007.
Nathan, but what do you think that the power just shifts like this in 2 days? Do you
Yeah,
really
but
think that sorry that I didn't.
Laert, what are you talking about? There was no more Modji.
I
There
don't
was
want to.
no more
I don't
Juve.
want to,
It
Roy.
was,
Roy, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. I
but
want
you
to say
can't.
a
But
simple.
what are you
Forget
saying?
about Juventus, man. I don't give a shit
Okay,
about
so was
Juventus.
it? So was it Inter then?
No,
Was it
Nathan is
Inter?
saying that after 12 months everything changed. Do you think Agnelli doesn't care anymore? That Juventus doesn't care anymore? That these people just disappear like this
They're
from
in
out of
Serie
nowhere?
B. How are they
That the
controlling the Serie A?
Roy, stop trolling, man. Be serious for a
Lord,
second.
You're telling
Lord,
me
Lord,
that
man, don't fucking buy
Stop,
this
stop
shit, man.
trolling, man.
you
I'm
said
talking
Fucking
seriously,
don't buy
man.
that
you
I'm
shit.
fucking
tell
talking
no, I'm
seriously.
not trolling. You're telling me
You
that one.
trolling, man. They were in Serie B, man. They were still in Italy, man. And they were in Serie A 12 months
Okay.
after.
So this is the claim. This is
Stop
the claim
trolling, man.
that Juventus was controlling the Serie A from the Serie B. It's becoming this is Narnia.
No, bro,
It's
I'm
not.
not
We're
saying
back.
that.
This is
That
Narnia.
is paranoia. That is literally.
No, it's not, Roy. I'm
This
not
is a
saying.
direct example
Nathan
of
is saying
paranoia.
why, guys. I don't give a crap about these things, man. I know. I'm the only one in this life that I lived in that country.
But
I saw
bro,
all the news. I saw all
we
the
still
interviews.
get the same news you get there.
No, you don't
The
get the
same
same
news you
news,
get,
Nathan.
we
No,
get.
you don't get the same news, Nathan. I'm sorry.
Dude, they
I'm
speak
sorry. I'm not.
directly to you only.
Oh
How
my
do you
God.
find out your information?
I know.
Did you
I know
do the
exactly
interview?
Lord, you're gonna lose this fucking argument.
but
I
I
don't
think
want to
you
win
guys
this
should.
argument.
You cannot
I
convince.
really don't want
You
to
cannot
win the
convince
argument because
Juventino
But I
fans,
think you
man.
guys
You
should just
cannot.
agree to disagree
You
because
cannot,
we've
man.
talked about this for
Okay, all right. Let
an
me
hour.
ask my final question. I want to hear a yes or no answer from Laert, and I'm not even gonna no rebuttal. I just want to hear. So, are you saying that while Juventus was in Serie B, there was still influence in the Serie A?
yes, they do that. Why not? Why they shouldn't do that?
How?
Oh, Roy, how? First of all,
And how does
Roy.
it benefit Juventus?
Oh my God, Nathan, you don't know a lot of things. I'm gonna just give you a
That's
small
why I'm
example.
asking you.
No, Laert.
That's why I'm
Laert,
I'm
asking
gonna
you.
you're making stuff up.
No,
But there,
Roy,
that's
these
why.
are
That's
not,
why I
I'm gonna
asked you
give
there.
you. I'm gonna give you a small example. Can we just move on after this? Can we just move on? Can we move on after I give you
Okay,
this
but
small
you
example?
can't make stuff up.
No, I'm not making stuff. These are all the things I say, Roy. I'm not
Roy,
made up,
Roy,
man.
where's
Roy,
the
you stop
proof?
saying
Where's
these
the
things,
proof
man.
he's making it up? Where's the
No,
proof?
they're
No,
not made
the
up,
burden
man.
of proof
Where
is
is
on
the
him.
fucking proof, man?
The
No,
burden.
man. Just stop saying these
Vasil,
are made up, man.
Vasil, then I can say anything, and then the burden of proof
And
No,
is
I'm
on.
not
Vasil, the
saying
thing is,
these are.
he's using himself as the sole information person, as if
Nathan, I
he's the
didn't
one who.
screen.
Hold on, Vasil. He's using basically his word, saying that he's almost like the one that he did the interview
Laird
with
is
the
Neo.
person.
Laird
I'm
is
not
acting like he's
That's the
Neo.
point.
Nathan,
The news he's getting is coming from reports in Italy. Those same reports
And
we can
opinions.
get anywhere around the world. It's not
Nathan, if
exclusive
you
to
couldn't
Italy.
get those reports, you wouldn't
Why?
ask me this
Why
question.
can I not get them?
Why you
Do we
asking
not
this
have the
question?
internet? Do we not have the internet? I can get the same information. All I gotta do is do Google Translate, and all the information you have, I can get too. Unless you're
Nathan,
the primary information
you don't
person,
have, you don't, but you,
that's opinion and paranoia.
Nathan, the way you answered the question, you clearly didn't get those information, man. You clearly didn't get this information because I'm giving you a small example you didn't know. I'm giving you a small example.
Well,
The
how do you
biggest
know I
age.
didn't know? You're assuming
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't assume things, bro. Don't assume
No, I'm not.
things.
The way you
I
answer
agree
the
with Nathan,
question.
man.
No, the
Right.
way you answer the question, Nathan. I'm not assuming.
Who would
The
disagree,
way you answer the question.
man? Who would disagree?
No, Nathan. The way you answer the questions, clearly you don't know. That's I'm not me assuming. The way you answer the question.
But you're
But you
doing
didn't
the same
actually.
thing.
But and the thing again, Larry, I'm not disputing anything you said from 2005 and 2006 or any
See, you
year
don't
prior.
know. You see, the
Larry,
way you
again,
answer the
bro,
question, you
stop,
don't know.
bro. Larry, please stop
Lord,
cutting people off when they're talking, bro.
Just relax.
I'm not
bro.
disputing
Exactly.
that.
Stop
relax,
cutting
man.
me off. Stop
Larry,
cutting
I'm
me
not
off.
disputing anything you're saying. I'm saying from 2007 and beyond that point. You do not stick to 2007 and beyond. You are going to earlier dates that I'm not disputing against you.
I agreed with those things, bro.
But
I
that's
agreed
also
with
an
that.
opinion, Nathan. What he's saying is
Yeah,
also opinion.
you're right, Rory. That is an opinion. That is 100% opinion. But we're not worried about those years. We're worried about 2007 and beyond. You're
Okay,
not sticking to
2000
those years, man.
Okay, I'll stick in those years, 12 months after the Calciopoli happened. Let's say I'll stick in those years. I'll give you a small example just to show living in Italy in that moment makes you realize a lot of things that you didn't know at that time. Small example. The biggest agency of a football agent in Italy was called GEA. G-E-A J-A. G-E-R-A, basically. I can write it down in the comment. This was the biggest football agency with all the agents of the football player in Serie A. You know who was the owner of this agency? Who was the founder of the agency? Can anyone give me an answer? In this
which agency, man? One more time.
GEA. They were representing 80% of the Serie A football players.
Who was it? Moggi?
The son of Moggi was the founder and the owner of this agency.
Okay.
It's been proven, guys.
Moggi has got nothing to do with Juve, guys. Moggi does not work. Moggi,
Yeah,
at that time,
12 months after,
he did not work for Juve anymore.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Those relationship disappears in 24 hours. They don't know each other.
Laird,
the agent,
you need
they
to
don't
prove.
control the players.
Okay,
See, I need to prove it. See,
Roy,
I need to prove it.
So you're saying
I need to prove it. I need to prove this.
But the claim is that Moggi, the son of Moggi, because he owned
Roy,
GEA, influenced the Milan's ability to be competitive.
Are we kids? Are we kids now? Are we 5 years old? We think that these people don't influence politically the league. You are a 5 years old kid. Okay.
This is an excuse.
That's not an excuse, man. I gave you the example. This agency controlled 80% of the Serie A players.
Okay, but did that agency stop Berlusconi from getting players outside of Italy?
And listen to this one, Nathan. Listen to this. Listen to how crazy this claim is. He's saying that Juventus, because of Moggi, this agency was controlling the whole of it. The team that won after Juventus Calciopoli was Juventus's mortal enemy. It was the team that implicated Juventus in those things. So you're saying that Juventus, all of a sudden, the Moggi's worked for Inter because Inter was winning everything.
Can I ask you something, Roy? Like a very simple question, man.
Yes.
Are you a Juventus fan?
No.
Like, no. Come on, man. Like, give me an honest answer, man. Honest answer.
I am a realist, and I do not accept fantasy to excuse Milan's bad time.
You are building a fantasy in your head.
Lord, can you just be quiet for a second, man?
When Milan is on a bad, it's on them. It's not on Juve. It's not on Inter. It's not on Real Madrid. It's not on the weather. It's not on any volcano.
Why do you think we are trying to throw Juventus under the bus? You think like we're trying to throw Juventus under the bus, man?
No, I think you're throwing Milan under the bus by using Juventus as a scapegoat. I think it's like it's like you're embarrassed to just say no. It's Milan. It was because of Milan. It wasn't because of Juve. It was because of Milan. Milan it controls its own destiny, not Juve, not Inter, not Roma, not Real Madrid. Nobody controls Milan's destiny. Milan controls its own destiny.
The only thing that Milan as a club can do, I don't care if Serie A was still being controlled by Moggi and Juventus. To this day, the one thing that they cannot control is how Milan controlled their own finances. They do not control that. So if we are not spending the money, that's because we're not spending the money. It has nothing to do with whatever anybody else is doing, because they cannot, unless they have a gun to Berlusconi's head or Elliot's head that says if you spend another thing or if you try and outbid us on a player, we will kill you. That is the only way. But if that is not happening, you cannot use that as an excuse.
Nate. Why did Calciopoli? I'm sorry if I mispronounce the way it was like presented. This whole scandal. Why do you think it started? Where it started? Why it started?
Yes,
like the reason it started.
And I agree. I agree
So
with you.
you're gonna sit here,
I
man.
agree.
You're gonna try to convince me. You're gonna try to convince me that Juventus has nothing to do with corruptions in Italian football
No,
whatsoever, man.
I'm not,
So
Vasil.
what the fuck are you What the fuck are you telling me, man?
What
What the
I'm
fuck are you
telling
telling me?
what I'm telling you, it does not matter if Juventus is controlled. I don't care if Juventus won the league 1,000 times because of corruption.
Again, that's what
But
Lionel said.
what I'm trying to tell you is that their corruption does not prevent teams from spending money.
It fucks up the whole league, man. That's the whole point.
But it does not
It
prevent
fucks
you
up.
from spending
It
money.
brings down the light on your league, and it shows this league
I
is
understand
fucked
that.
up. It's
I
Vasil,
understand that.
Vasil,
I
are you
understand that,
Vasil?
but
Vasil,
that does not stop Milan from spending money.
Vasil.
I
Vasil.
understand it fucks it up and it fucks up the image 100%.
Why
100%.
did Inter invest after Calciopoli? Why did Inter get Mourinho, Ibrahimovic?
I don't know, bro. Like I honestly, Roy,
Is
I honestly
Inter
cannot
corrupt?
answer that question. I cannot
Inter
answer
corrupt?
the question.
Is
I
Inter
cannot.
corrupt?
I cannot.
Right, but that's the point that we're making though. So like Inter still spent money. So why didn't Milan spend money after we won the Champions League?
Why don't we all together write a letter to Berlusconi, ask him why did not you spend the money, bro?
I want to know more about his.
He'll wipe his ass with our letter, probably.
That's exactly what I'm saying, man.
He's gonna send us a picture of the Booga
That's
Booga
exactly what I'm trying to prove to you guys. The owner does not give a fuck what you think, man. If he doesn't want to spend money, he does not give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's what we're saying.
Exactly
exactly what we're saying. We're saying that it's the owner's problem for not spending any money.
I told these guys before that I don't like fucking Berlusconi in the last of his 6-7 years, and everybody jumped on me saying, "Oh, how didn't you like him? He's the fucking savior." It's like I fuck Berlusconi, man. I'm sorry.
What? You can't.
But still, I think
Exactly.
you're coming around to what we're saying. We are not saying that we're not disputing any of the. Well, we're not disputing that there wasn't any corruption going on. We're not disputing that. We're talking about why when Inter was spending
Nate,
and
you have to
Milan did not
understand.
spend.
Nate, you have to understand, man. Like Juventus for me, like always will be, always was, and always like in the future will be. I don't fucking like that team. It's a fucking corrupted team. And I'm not saying Milan. I'm not saying
We're on the same page.
I'm not saying Milan is without faults. Like Milan has some fucked up shit too. But at the same time, what fucking ruin is Serie A overall? It's corrupted motherfuckers, man. The whole government, the whole there's a lot of fucking things, man.
Vasil, do you see this picture? Do you see this picture?
Yeah, I see this picture. Man.
This was before 2007. 2007 was the last one. I mean, fuck. Okay, I can be greedy, but I'm okay with that. Like, thank you for all of that. 2007, the guy was not there anymore. Like, he had other competitors. He had issues with taxes and a lot of problems. Ibrahimovic, Robinho, and those players, he was making sacrifices. Ronaldinho, when he came to Milan, was not top of his game. The players that were going to the top clubs were Kaká. He went to Real Madrid. Ronaldo went to Real Madrid. He could not compete anymore. But this is all he accumulated before 2007. So this is why I can't bring myself to say fuck Berlusconi.
I can. You Italian, bro, and I understand there's certain sentiments, man. But
Vasil,
like
this guy
fucked up. This guy fucked
I don't
up the
care.
team.
I don't care about his politics. I don't care that he's Italian to be
like, listen, guys. Like, can I just express? Can I express my opinion without interruption?
Yes.
Interruption. I just want to say something. Listen, I respect what Berlusconi done to the team. I'm not saying I disguise this guy. I don't like him, but what he's done in his last stage of his ownership is fucking disgrace. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Okay. And that's fine for you to think that. That's fine. That's not because of Moggi in Juventus. That's on him. That's 100% on Berlusconi and nobody else.
Hey, listen. I'm not saying it's again like Moggi was guilty of everything, but Moggi contributed to the whole fucking fucked up shit that ruined Serie A. Because after that, Serie A lost this position. Like the first first place, so to say. Like Serie A was in the first place. After this Calcio scandal, done. Serie A was done. That's all
Yeah,
I'm trying to
and
say, man.
I
Not
agree.
not to start a side argument here, but I would argue Italy at 2007, Italy was still kind of living on the fumes of the 90s. Like Italy stopped being competitive in the once that financial fair play thing came in, and the laws in Italy, the tax laws are much higher for the players. That was the end for Italy. Milan was lucky to live on those fumes that they created mostly from the fire that they created. But I would argue it was before that. Then it
The
wasn't
only
Modge. It wasn't Modge. It was UEFA, man. It was UEFA.
the only thing, guys, you have to understand, like, I'm very strong opinionated person about Juventus, and everybody knows here. So some people might not like what I say, and I might be very direct, and I might be very emotional. So, Roy, I'm sorry. Like, I
No,
didn't
don't
mean.
apologize to me, bro. You don't need to
Okay,
apologize. You don't need to apologize.
okay, man. Okay, bro.
We don't. We don't
I,
need to. We don't need to have a
I
Walt
just
Disney
been.
moment.
I'm old school, man.
Hey,
But you
hey,
don't like this, man.
listen,
All right,
listen,
bro. All right,
listen.
man. All right, man.
I have. We can curse at each other. Is no problem. No problem at all, man. Don't worry.
Listen, man. Where I'm from, it's different, man. Like when I say I'm sorry, man, and you say, hey, don't say it. Hey, man, that's an insult to me, bro.
Don't take it as an insult. I
No,
mean,
bro. No. Listen,
I mean, you don't need to
effort,
say
man.
sorry.
I'm putting an effort.
You
bro.
don't need to say sorry, bro. Because you know what? We're gonna have this discussion again. So are we gonna tell me
No,
sorry next time? Sorry next time?
No,
Well,
I'm,
and Basil, Basil,
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not
I
gonna tell
wouldn't
you sorry, motherfucker, at all.
Good. I like
Hey,
that.
Basil, I actually
Son
would.
of a bitch,
I
man.
actually prefer like the
Like,
more
listen, like
brutal
where
honesty.
I'm from, man.
I
There's
prefer
rules,
that.
man, and you don't say shit like that, man. When I try to express something and say, "Hey, I'm sorry," if I say, you say, "Oh, don't tell me sorry," then fuck you, man.
Yeah,
No,
but
I don't. He
I
does.
did.
Hold
Hold
on,
on.
wait,
Fuck
wait,
off,
wait,
man.
wait, wait.
Fuck off,
Wait,
man.
Let me
he
explain it.
doesn't. He doesn't
Fuck
mean it
off,
like.
man.
He doesn't mean like.
Yeah,
He doesn't
he
mean it
didn't
like.
get it.
Fuck, you're
Nathan,
sorry.
Vasil,
He
you didn't
means it.
understand what
He
Listen,
means
man.
like.
Like
He means
I
like
put
there's
an
no
effort,
there's
man.
no need. No, Basil. He doesn't mean like he's not saying like fuck you're sorry. I don't need that shit. He's saying it's okay to speak like that. Like he's not offended by your actions. He's not
exactly.
saying
That's
that
what
he
I was
doesn't
saying.
accept your apology. He's saying that there's no need to apologize because we're all family and we're all friends. So we accept how we speak to
And
each other.
I do not. And listen, if I need to shout at someone, I will. I will. If I need to tell someone to fuck off, I will tell someone to fuck off. I
But
have no problem with that.
that's how families speak.
I'm not
So
gonna
you
say
know,
sorry, but Vasil, I'm not. I didn't mean any disrespect to you, but I meant like you don't need to say sorry. Yeah, I'm not offended. Don't worry about it. That's what I meant. Otherwise, I would have kicked you out, bro. I'm not gonna kick you out. I love the fact that you're here, man. Trust me.
Henrik, do you want to say sorry to anyone?
don't
Yeah,
do
I
it.
want to say sorry.
Don't you fucking
I've been
do
a
it.
piece of shit the last hour, and I'm sorry for it. And if I hurt anyone's feelings, I'm sorry.
You hurt my feelings for being silent for 1 hour. So, what is the formation against the Roma? Who's gonna play?
Everyone's back, right? Except for they have like the people from AFCON and whatever. Other than that, it's everyone else is back, right, from injury.
Looks like, yeah. Rebic is back. Calabria is back. Leao is back. Ibra probably is gonna be back. Probably Rebic is gonna start if he doesn't get injured in these 6 days.
Yeah, that's man. You think you just might have jinxed it, Larry.
Well, if I jinx it, they can literally fuck off, basically. If it takes just me in London on YouTube saying that probably he's gonna get injured. But yeah, Rebic is gonna start. Probably Leao, Diaz, Selemaker, midfield, Tonali, Bakayoko.
Who cares, man? It's rigged.
Huh?
Larry, I actually think you're right.
Who cares?
because
It's rigged.
I think you're right, Larry, because I think that's like the main group that was playing together the most. So I do think Salamakers jumps in there right away if it's like the normal full 11. I do think he gets in there.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why. And it's not like, we all know how I feel about Salamakers, but with the chemistry for the entire team as a whole, obviously it's more than what Macias has. So I think he will get in there.
I just love how Nate is carrying on, man. That's amazing, bro. Props up to you, bro.
But see,
my
but do you,
boy-
do you understand what happened there? Like, I didn't mean it in a disrespectful
Hey,
way.
listen, man. We forgot about it, man.
Okay.
Water under the bridge, boys. Water under the bridge.
You know one thing, bro, like you have to know about Eastern Europeans. We forget, but never forget, bro.
I know that, man. I'm very aware of that.
Hey, listen, man. Like that's how it goes, bro. Because when we apologize and you just say fuck off, man, that's bad, bro. That's very bad, man.
How bad? 1 out of 10. How bad?
Like very bad, bro.
1 out of 10.
Bro, there's no 1 out of 10, man. It means
The worst?
11.
Damn, just like that, huh?
yeah, bro. Like you don't know the cultures, man. You live in California in sunny fucking sunshine fucking state, bro. Just keep on living, bro.
Where do you live?
I live, bro. I live somewhere, man. Not
live?
far away. I live somewhere not far away, man.
Tell me where you live.
I live not far away, man.
I know where you live.
Yeah, the cushion, man. The cushion, man. Enjoy it, bro.
I know where you live, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know where I live, man.
I know exactly where
So
you
come
live.
over, man.
I'm
Come
there.
over for.
I'm there
come
tonight.
Over, come
I'm
over
there-
to visit me, bro.
I'm there tonight.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god. So Kangu is like, what has happened? He misses all the mess.
Hey, Kangu,
Yeah.
bro. I'm sorry, man. You missed the whole fucking shit, man.
But
You're
I
gonna have
like
to-
the vibes in here now. I like the vibes. Now it's chill.
Yeah, it is
Kangu,
chill, bro.
you need to go back like 45 minutes to an hour. So skip forward, and then you'll get the whole thing.
Yeah, longer. Around 2 hours and 45 minutes. Go there and enjoy the life from there.
And there's no need to fast forward either, because it's 100% the entire time. And then now we're like at
Slow
60.
down the video so you can actually hear what we're saying.
If Milan had that much stamina, it will win the league.
Bro,
As
that's
far
what
as,
it is.
like,
That's what it
this
is. We
time.
need to be on the bench, and when somebody fucks up, we let them know.
We should be in the dressing room, or not me because I've been quiet. But we need someone in the dressing room of Milan.
You know,
that can,
the most polite person out of all of us, man, is Henrik, man. The best guy, man. The best guy. We all got emotional. We all want to like punch each other in the face, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. He's just sitting there like, God, God, please, God, please
Don't worry,
do this.
don't worry, Vasil. He'll be converted in a few months. It's okay. Give him time.
You think so? You think so, man?
No, Nathan,
Yeah.
I won't. Nathan, I won't.
Let's how about
Hey, listen.
How about
I'm just joking around.
how about
No,
you
you're
play
good,
some
man.
bets, man? How
But
about
the
you play
truth,
some
the
bets?
truth, it's Laird. It's his fault. It's his fault.
What
He
was
is
my
the
goal?
Don't start
He is
another
the
one.
one. He is the one that starts all this crap all the time.
No, I didn't start it, man. Nathan started.
Listen, Laura, man, to me is like a little brother, man. So don't say nothing about him. man.
I'm the only one that knows the truth, man.
He's the true speaker, bro.
And Roy cannot handle the truth, man. I'm sorry, Roy.
Yeah, man, it's okay, man. He's Juventus fan. Like they cannot handle truth, man.
They cannot handle the truth.
Whatever your master's is, you need to change it to journalism, so that way you can give us all the facts all the time.
Dude, if you can read Italian, you can find all the facts. They're out there.
No, but remember, in America, we don't get the news, like you said. So you need to be the journal. You need to be the fucking journalist, Larry.
Well,
and
Nathan,
give the
clearly you don't have the news, man, because
Hey,
you didn't know the information I gave you.
Laura. Hey, bro. Remember what we talked about on Friday? Remember what we talked about on Friday?
No, I don't remember that. It's
Bro,
a long
come
time
on.
ago, man.
Come on, bro. 2 days ago, man. Come on, man. We talked about being more accepting, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man?
but you know what?
Wait, what does
Nathan
this
is
mean?
telling
By
me,
the way,
I know,
Roy,
I
saying
saw
that
the news, and after when I give him a piece of information, he's like, oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, I didn't say I didn't know, and I didn't say I disagreed with you either.
hey, what is Raul saying here? Saying that the panelists are living on your wish is nothing but wrong? What the hell does that mean?
It means, Roy, you fucked it up, man. You fucked it up, bro.
What is it? What does that mean?
Bro,
Like,
it
do you
means
guys understand
fucked
this?
it up. It just the short
Oh,
version fucked it up, man.
I think he means like since you're like the judge, jury, and executioner, basically saying that almost like as if you can't be wrong, or like you're dictator mode, like you like to say sometimes.
What's wrong with that? That's
Well, you're
absolutely
not
okay.
right, man. And by the way, have you seen how dictators end up at the end?
Upside down. Upside down. baby.
I am almost always right. Almost always.
So be
Listen,
careful, man.
But
listen, Roy. Listen, Roy,
but
man.
what I do have to say, no, I don't want to keep on going with this because at the end of the day, yes, I am bothered by these conversations of blaming you all the time. So it is what it is. It's my
It's your
position.
problem, Roy.
It's
We
my
enjoy it.
position, and I will keep it.
It's your right, bro. It's your right, man. We live in America, man. You do whatever you want, bro. That's how it is, man.
Yeah, but stop saying lie to other people in this
Hey,
channel.
Lord,
Stop lying.
Lord, you have to understand,
What
man.
was the lie? What was the lie?
Americans, man, Americans, it's a freedom of speech, man. You say whatever the fuck you want, man. So
True.
you might not like it, man. Like I live in this country, I understand.
Yeah.
I disagree with Roy
Well
completely.
said. Well
man.
said.
I
Well
Yeah,
disagree
but
with
this is not America. This is YouTube, guys.
Hey, listen.
This is
man.
YouTube.
YouTube is in
YouTube is
America.
different. It's not America.
YouTube is in
America
America.
fucking rules everything, man.
Nah, it's not.
What the
Okay,
fuck
I'm
you-
not gonna
what
say
the
that,
fuck
but
you
listen.
gonna say,
They're
man?
not in
Nothing,
United
man.
States, man.
Nothing,
They pay
man.
taxes in Ireland.
No. But what? Where did I lie? Where was the lie that I said?
Listen, if America wants to come to Albania, they'll fucking crush like a little piece of fucking cannon, man.
I'm talking about YouTube, man.
Ukraine, the same shit. They crush my country.
YouTube.
Like,
I'm talking about YouTube. This is
YouTube is created in America and will crush the shit.
Exactly.
So,
YouTube is
so,
in America. But
come on, man.
what lie did I say, Larry?
stop lying, Roy.
Hey,
Which
Roy,
one?
Don't continue this shit, man. Like I keep like fucking like giving
right,
you
all right.
props, man. Come on. man.
I guys. Okay, whatever. But you say that I need to know.
What do you mean?
So guys,
The amount
listen.
of lies you're saying?
Which
Listen,
one?
Listen, look at me, man, with
Go
my
and check them.
army
You know exactly
hairstyle,
which
man.
we
Look at
are
this
the
shit,
lies.
man. Amazing shit, man. Come on, man.
All right.
Army
Okay,
hairstyle,
hey.
man. Look at this shit, man.
Hold on, we
Nobody
need to
can
continue
handle
to the game now, guys. We got to continue to the game. What do y'all think
Look
about
at
the
Nate.
formation and
Nate
players?
is like nothing happened. He's like, let's continue.
Dude, who cares about the games?
Hey, bro, that's bro. You gotta remember, bro. I came, recently from the army, so I deal with a lot of stupid shit. Trust me, more than y'all could ever imagine. And at the end of the day, you still got to work with the same guy the next day. So it's just better to just be able to move on instantly.
Nate, what I want to tell you something, bro. If you serve, man, respect to you, bro. But don't tell people that if you done this and not nobody else done it, man. Trust me, man. There's
Oh
some
no.
people done it.
I will never assume that. I'm just saying I just came from the army, so I dealt with stupid shit. And if any of you guys have ever served here or like in the comments or watching, then you know the stupid shit that you go through sometimes. You know firsthand. Like, trust me, if you guys knew what
Stupidity
went
is
on
number
behind the
uno,
scenes,
man. Numero uno, man.
if you know what goes on behind the scenes, you would not trust anybody to freaking protect you. So,
By the way, Nathan, what do you think about Ralph Ragnick doing what he's doing at Man United, man? Kangu is giving his opinion.
Oh, Kangu, the fucking Manchester United fan?
The problem is, I really don't think that they should have gotten Ronaldo. He doesn't really fit Ragnick's style because they always have to be pressing all the time. I still like him, but I think he just needs a few players to implement his style.
Can I ask Kangu a question, man? Can he come over and answer the question, man? By the way,
He's never gonna
Maybe
do
check.
that, man.
Because he's a little pussy.
His wife is never gonna let him do
Oh shit! Wife control button, man. All right,
that.
man.
He's not allowed to use YouTube.
You know what we say back home? Like what we call those guys that are controlled by wives?
Don't say it.
What? They're pussy whipped.
Nah, bro, it's even worse, man. In my language, it's so bad, man. You have fucking.
Kangu needs to go inside the toilet to use YouTube.
Like if
man.
you don't have the balls, what you got else in your life, man? If you cannot like fucking resist a little bit, but just a little bit, man. You're not even pussy, man. You're beyond pussy. You're a little bitch, man. Congo.
Kangu has a wife, guys, and
I
he
don't
has
give
to
a
do
fuck.
things.
If he cannot show his face, then to me, you know, in this world, man, 21st century, you do whatever you want. If you're scared of somebody, that means you have no freedoms. That means you're a little slave. You lick somebody's fucking legs. You lick somebody's little pussy, man, and that's all you do, bro.
I actually was joking, but I don't know if he has a wife. By the way, it just
You play to it,
I'm
man.
joking.
You play to it, bro.
Hey,
Play to it.
you got to make time. I mean, shit. Every single live that we do, 98% of the time, I'm working. So there's
But
always time
look
for
at Nate,
something.
man. Nate-
Nathan as well. Nathan is a bit like, you know what? Let me stay on YouTube when I'm working, because when I'm at home,
No, it's because so you guys know there's usually a period of like an hour where I go missing. It's because my wife's on her lunch break, and so I'll speak to her since I can't see her. Or like when my wife gets home, then that's it. I'm done. So I got to get my time in. Even a little
shit.
bit is better than nothing.
Oh shit, bro.
people are complaining we need to talk about Milan, man.
Hey, I said to move on, bro. I've been trying.
Of course. But Congo, you brought up Congo, man. And I don't like that motherfucker, man, because you always talk shit, Man U fan. Come here, tell it to my face, like this one. To my beard, at least. To my like finger. This finger. Can you tell to my finger, man, right here? You fucking Manchester fan.
Anyway, I don't think there is a lot to talk anymore. Let's close
What?
this live.
Oh shit, man! You see what's going on, man? So, like honestly, man, Lauren,
Yeah,
why do you think he cannot come and say something online, man?
Kangu.
Yeah,
Because he's a shy guy. He doesn't want to do it. That's
try
it.
my ass, man. Like seriously, man. Like show up.
He's shy. Let him
picture,
be.
without picture. He doesn't have to turn on the camera. Just come here, join us. Voice. I want to hear his voice. That little bitch voice, man. I want to hear it.
People in the chat are getting upset
Oh, of course they gotta get upset, man. You cannot
because I think we're not talking about AC. But anyway, let's close the live. There's not a lot to say anymore. And Kango is here, so I think it's time to close the live.
No. Go to the game. Talk about the formation, potential things.
against
I
Roma.
need to
We
go
already
to
started
sleep,
talking about
guys.
Roma,
I need to
man.
go to sleep. It's really late here. If Roy wants to keep going with the formation and everything,
I think let's just keep going for a little bit if Roy is okay with it.
Roy.
I have to go in 5 minutes, but I have to go in 5 minutes. I mean,
So I'll go now and you go in 5 minutes, okay? See you guys.
all right,
Bye,
later.
Lauren.
Bye.
Roy, you're gonna close it, yeah?
Yeah. Ciao. All right, guys, talk shit about Larry. Come on, go.
No, bro. Nobody's gonna talk shit about him. I want to honestly find out about this Congo guy, man. Like honestly,
Guys, Congo is a guy. He saw a show with us with G from Red Devil Studio, and ever since then he's always been coming.
Hey, Roy, look what he's writing, man.
I don't know. I'm happy for smoke.
Nibi, rat. Not talking to the bait. Talk about Milan. Look at this motherfucker, man. Look at that style, man. Look at that style, bro.
I'm gonna close, Ancelotti. I'm closing in 5 minutes, guys. I know. I mean, I gotta work in 5 minutes, so
Can you leave this slide just open for us? And
I
close
can't monitor it. So if Nathan goes out, He can't come back in. So
No, it's fine. It's
Man.
fine. Like, don't worry. We when we leave, man. Like, nobody's gonna say
no.
shit.
I have to
It-
close. Sorry,
it-
guys. I just went public.
And real quick, Roy, is there like a temporary like code you can give one of us if we just decide to like stay on? Like I don't know how it works. Like I've never done
No,
like the YouTube videos and stuff.
there needs to be a moderator.
Well,
Roy,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. Like, is there any way to make like a temporary monitor like
No.
person, or
No,
it doesn't work like
no,
that?
No, Roy, remember you just left us like last time. We just closed the live, like the actual live.
Yeah, I
but-
was there in the background.
He was monitoring it the whole time.
I heard everything you guys said. You talked shit about me. You said a lot of interesting stuff. It was fun. I had fun listening to you guys, but I was there.
Roy,
making sure
I
everybody
tell you
was
to your
getting-
face, bro. Like I have no problem, man. Like if I don't like something about you, I'm not gonna talk behind your
Yeah,
back.
that's
bro.
fine. No, you can say it. It's no
No,
problem.
no.
No,
He's
that's
saying
the
like
difference, man.
he was just listening because you know he was monitoring the whole thing, but like in case one of us left, and then he would bring us back in when we would come back.
Right. Exactly. So, like, if
He was just
someone
having,
wants,
he was having fun listening to what we were saying.
yeah, I was
even though he
enjoying
couldn't
listening to
join.
what you guys were saying. So if someone tries to come in, I need to let them in, and Nathan usually comes in and out. So if he goes out,
I
anyway,
wanna
guys,
talk.
whatever. We did 4 hours, bruh. 4 hours. That's more than enough.
I want to just talk to Hendrix for a second, man.
You got 3 minutes.
Just 3 minutes, man.
3 minutes.
Shit, man.
Say everything you need to say in 3 minutes.
No, I just want to respect the Norwegian brother, man. A C Milan fan, man.
All
We
right.
don't
Hey,
see-
Vasil, I accept your apology.
Okay, man. You accept my apology, all right, man.
Are you gonna write me a letter now?
No, bro. I'm not gonna write
Are
you
you
shit,
gonna,
bro.
are you gonna
I'm
send
not
me
gonna
flowers?
write you shit, man.
Are you gonna send me flowers?
Yeah, bro. Listen, man. Like, don't push the envelope, man. Seriously, man. Don't fucking push the envelope, man. Like, seriously, man. Jokes aside, man, it's all good, man. But don't fucking push the envelope, man.
Damn. Ancelotti, yeah, man. Look, I gotta close, guys. I can't stay here. I gotta work in 2 minutes. I have a meeting, and then I'm busy for many hours. So
Busy with the Punani, man. That's
busy
what-
with the fireworks on here. If Roma win, no, Milan is gonna win, guys. No worry.
With our
No
full
way.
team, I don't think we should have we should be able to win with our full team there. Baby.
Vasil, are you drunk?
Bro, listen, man. If I was drunk, ball, you would know it. Man. Trust me. Trust me.
The chat is saying you're drunk.
Whatever they want to say, man. Whatever. I'm drunk.
It's all good, guys. It's all good. Chat shit. Sorry, Nathan, I interrupted you. Guys, how much the no, let's do it next time. Hey, but we like fighting in this channel, guys. We like fighting. Like, I love fighting, guys. Fighting is awesome. It's great. Even when I'm playing football, when I'm coaching, like, this is how we talk in each other's face. We fucking tell each other, motherfucker, you son of a bitch, you piece of shit, I'm gonna fucking kill you. This is how we talk to each other, So
Yeah, I
Family,
can
man.
actually
Family,
I
man.
can agree to that.
yeah, right.
Playing football my whole life, I can agree to that.
Yeah. So it's there was no hard feelings or anything like that. So nothing to worry about. But guys, listen, I have to go. It was a pleasure having everybody here. It was an entertaining conversation. We will have more lives. Watch out for the Milan Forum. That's coming up. And we will fight about Milan next time, Michael. Guys, thank you for joining us. Sorry I got to close, but till next time, alla prossima, arrivederci, forza Milan.
Ciao.
Ciao.